Hello, everybody. Welcome to Marquee Gaming tonight. Thank you for being here, friends. Good to see you. We're back for session 37 of Mystical Mishaps here, and we'll see how this goes. We'll see what happens today. This might be the last session of the year. We'll see. I'm not sure yet. It's up in the air right now. Just depends on how the game's going. It's kind of loose and flexible over here now, so we'll see what happens. So thanks for joining us. Thanks for being here. And I don't have a lot to say besides let's just get ready to play some D&D by getting into our intros of our players. So Rachel, take it away.
Hi, I am Rachel, also known as Pip. You can find all my stuff on social media at Pip400art. I usually stream on this channel. I don't know if I'm gonna do an art stream tomorrow. I've been on it, I'm feeling better, but I just am not sure how I'm gonna feel tomorrow. It's a slow progress. So I'll let you guys know tomorrow if I'm up for it or not. And yeah, in this game I play Eleanor. She is an ASMR warlock, level 5, baby. Ready to cry or whatever we do at Mishaps every week.
Whatever we do, yes. I mean, we ended it with 3/4 of the party probably feeling pretty low.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
So possibly.
Such a good elevator pitch. Come watch Mishaps where we, cry or just whatever.
I just cry a lot. I don't know. Good time.
But yeah, pass over to our second player tonight, which is Kelly.
I'm Kelly. I play Winnie, who is a level 5 monk. And yeah, I think for some reason I'm completely blanking on how sad or how she was feeling at the end of it. So we'll have to see after we get back in the zone. But
she had nightmares. Who knows? I think she had a great day.
I think I was the only one who was feeling okay. Yeah.
Yep.
So I don't know if I'll be sad for everyone else, but we'll see. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah. All right, cool. Pass it on down to our third player, Ashley. We're cruising today.
We're efficient. We're efficient tonight. I'm Ashley. I also make art. It's on all the social medias that are linked here and everywhere. I play Euphemia. She's a human druid, and she has been going through it since a while, and it's not getting better. So we'll see where this goes for her. She's having a time.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. So we'll pass it over to our fourth player. Mike, take it away.
Man, this is a record time intros. I love it.
I know,
Hi guys, my name is Michael, also known as Bardic Dice. Yada yada. I do D&D, stream some stuff, but we're on hiatus for a little bit till the new year, till our second campaign. So you can catch us on YouTube, follow me on Twitch, all that good stuff. As well as today, I play Dav. He's level 5, Artificer level 4, Wizard level 1. However, we have a surprise tonight as well. Mark, I'm taking over for a second because we are doing something special for you. Rachel, if you want to aid me in this. So as an early sort of Christmas special / thank you, all of us together from the tavern have kind of come together and done a little something special for you. So everyone, just want to do a quick shout out because Mark, you've been a huge part of the tavern. You've been here as part of this community for such a long time. And we wanted to show our love and express to you for all the stories and all the fun stuff.
Here you go.
So quick shout out to Perfect Shark, Whitney,
I'm gonna go back up to watch you
Ongo, Lit, Amara, Vix, Bronze, and Sultanash, 1-Inch Princess. We all did this as well, but it's from the tavern as well, out of all love. So we wanted you to open up on stream and have all this, fun stuff. So as well as anyone that was not part of the kind of behind the scenes because we're trying to make this quiet. If anyone wants to go to the Mishaps channel and write down all of your favorite memories and times that Mark has been a part of, all of our TPKs and surprises and all that, go ahead and write us a fun note of thanks to Mark for being such a big part of the tavern and everything. So from all of us to you, we wanted to surprise you for once.
What have you guys done?
Yeah, I'm terrified of what you're gonna do with this, honestly.
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to go back and re-listen to all that because my brain was like shorting out the entire time. Like, what is happening?
Yep.
Oh my goodness, look at this. Aw, you guys are so nice.
And so for those at home that might not be able to see, we actually got him a 3D resin printer for him to go ahead and create these minis and miniatures and just because you've been doing such cool stuff on all your terrain, and we thought you got to give some tools for you to do some crazy minis and mishap stuff. So,
aw, you guys are so kind. Thank you so much.
But now you have time to do it. Now you'll have some time.
Oh my goodness. This is so nice of you guys. Thank you. Oh man. I don't know what to say. Oh, who'd you say was all involved in this?
So I mean, everyone from the tavern. There's a whole lot of people, but
Nice.
those that wanted to actually get behind this little project. Myself, Birthday, Brittany, and Adam, Shiv, Stefango, Literary DM, Amara, Bronzebeard, Salt and Ash, 1-Inch Princess, and a lot of other
John.
people there too, and John. So yeah, it's from a whole lot of us, and a lot of other people that wanted to write nice things. So I told them to go ahead and write it in the chat as well, or in the Discord, so you can read it later, because I know you won't be able to read it now.
You guys are so kind. Thank you so much. That's so nice of you.
We were gonna wait till at the end, but like we didn't know when the end would be, and we know it'd be people would
Yeah.
be like sleeping. But we were like, Rachel and I are going back and forth, like, how messed up can we get him before a
He's
game?
gonna get so thrown off if we're gonna do this right.
Is this gonna?
All right. Well, I'm gonna rewrite some plans that I have for.
Uh-oh.
Man, you guys are so kind. Thank you so much. I plan to use this for some fun things, and
Yay.
just get ready. So, thank you.
Love you, Mark.
You guys are all so kind. I love you guys so much.
He's so smiley. I love it.
So I'm Mark, the new owner of a 3D printer. Thanks, guys. I'm the DM here, who's now going to use this to make fun things to bring to my players, and now I have a lot of freedom
What have we
too.
done?
I got ideas running through my head now. Oh man, okay, focus. Playing D&D now. So, yeah. I don't have much to say. This could be our last session of the year. We'll see. We're coming up to a break at some point, so we'll see when that happens. It might be today. It might be next week. We'll see what happens, and then we'll let you know probably in the Discord when our return date will be. So if you'd like to join the Discord that we share with Bark Dice, you can go in there and find out more details of what is happening going forward. So, and talk to all the awesome people in this community, super kind people, so nice. Thank you. So, but I think let's play some D&D. I'm gonna run the intro so I have time to compose myself a little bit, and then we can get into the session. So we'll be back shortly. we're back, everybody, and ready to play tonight's session. Let's start off with our recap, and I will turn on the channel point redemptions. Everyone can race to them for who's going to get the first channel point redemption for stuff. They're on. So good luck. Okay, so our players kind of discussed what they were learning in their new situation that they're experiencing. Believed to be dead, but now alive. Eleanor in their talk casts Remove Curse with her new spell that she has acquired from death. And she does it on herself and on Euphemia. There's a somewhat coming back to Euphemia of her night at the school that Ram interacted with her. Uh-oh. Lost Kelly.
Oh.
But well, she's coming back.
You might want to. I got a text. You might want to just switch to a 3-person screen for a second. Till,
Okay.
If it's a quick fix, is it a quick? If it isn't, that's
I'll
okay. But
do it real quick.
okay, sounds good.
Okay, gotta move Ashley. She's in the wrong spot. Let's move her. Phew. Right over there. And okay. So they were at the school though, and Remove Curse. Euphemia had some altered memory dealing with Ram. But shortly after that happened, Eleanor used up all her spell slots. I rolled the die, and it happened to be that Edison showed up at that time. And
Whoops.
when Euphemia saw him, she suddenly felt this energy overcome her, very similar to the last time she had seen him, and began to attack him. So the party had to subdue her and take her down, and they brought her back to Ernest's office to speak. And they talked a little bit, made potential plans to work together in the future, and then were able to talk to Ernest briefly as well. And from there, they went to do some shopping, prep for some stuff, got some items they needed. Came back to the school where they went back to Winnie's family's home. And later that night, Ernest came to inform them of a meeting with Vari that they were going to have. And then Winifred and Ernest exchanged some gifts. She gave him a puzzle that she bought, and he gave her some new gauntlets to help enhance her fighting. So, some fancy new gauntlets for her. But that night, they all went to bed. I believe they all crowded into Winifred's room. And
Yep.
That night, though, while you were sleeping, Winifred was fine. No issues. But the other three had horrific nightmares that may have scarred them for the time being. So, you three, who are currently on screen, get a level of exhaustion, do not benefit from a long rest. So you are very tired and not recharged from your experience that evening. So,
Can you remind me, technically, would that mean I could roll hit dice and still regain health, or no?
I will let you do a short rest to regain hit dice, but
Okay. Cool.
you have to expend hit dice for it. You don't just get the
Okay.
automatic refresh.
Yep. Okay, thank you. I just couldn't remember how that worked, technically.
And I'm going to do all these channel point redemptions real quick. So Mike, Rach, and Ashley, you all got an advantage die. And Kelly has one, but I'll hold off on redeeming that one till she comes back. And then I forgot to do the blessings on this screen. I'll have to do that in a second, but we can remember for now.
Yay! Thank you for the advantage die.
Thank you.
Blessing, Ashley, you get a blessing die. It's not going to be on the
Wow.
screen for now because I
Okay,
haven't added that yet, but I can work on getting that added.
I got it set aside. Thanks.
Okay, so with that, why don't you guys roll some wake up rolls? And-
Disadvantage.
All of you are at disadvantage, so
Wait, so we actually roll wake up rolls at disadvantage?
yeah, let's do it. You're all.
Okay, sure. Why not?
It's kind of meant to be random, but it's the same thing.
Well, there goes my first 20 of the night. Oh well.
I had a 20 as well.
Oh no!
Dang it! We're starting off on the right foot. This feels appropriate.
Feels right.
Narrative.
So Rachel, what'd you
4.
get? 4. Ashley
6.
and Mike.
10.
Ooh, you get to go first. Potentially waking up everybody else with your wake up roll. We'll see.
For
Sweet.
real. I'm trying to think what he would do. I think Dav would get up. Wow, I can't do his voice right now because I'm sick. This is weird.
You'd think it would help.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do a different voice, but not his. This is kind of weird. I'll have to do his adjacent. Yeah, so he's gonna get up, kind of pop up, mic him. Yeah, cool. Put him on his shoulder and start like kind of poking everyone a little bit, and trying to wake people up at first, and probably not being successful. So he's gonna go out to the kitchen and see if Miss Halor is up yet.
Yeah. So, you head out, and she's definitely up, taking care of things in the kitchen. She has breakfast kind of going already.
Oh, thank you so much. This is very appreciative. He's like realizing he's about to say something and then like forgetting the timeline and then kind of like stopping himself. Can I please, I'd really like to help. Can I set the table, do something? You guys are just such great hosts and everything.
Yeah, of course. She'll point to some of the plates that are there, and
The owl doesn't bother you, does it? He's very trained. Doesn't, leave pellets or anything.
should be fine.
I don't think so. We can look. We don't leave pellets. Yeah, don't leave pellets inside. I don't know if a magical one does or not. We'll find out.
But she lets you kind of take care of putting some things on the
Cool.
counter. But eventually, Euphemia, you wake up.
Oh man. I would wake up and kind of just look around and see if Eleanor and maybe Winnie are still asleep. I will try not to wake them. I'm gonna wake up and maybe I feel like I'm kind of out of it because I haven't slept well and yesterday was a lot. So probably just kind of get up and go through some of the plants that I've been collecting since we've been traveling and put them into my notebook from Winnie and organize them a little bit just to kind of let myself settle into the day. And then eventually I'll go downstairs, probably looking a little dazed and rough after I got taken down yesterday and then not slept well.
Yeah. Bit of a rough time for you.
No, looking so good.
We're gonna switch back over.
She's back.
She's back.
Okay. Let me bring up everybody's advantage dice. You all have advantage dice, and Ashley, you have your blessing now.
Perfect.
So you wake up, head downstairs, or you're doing your notebook, you said?
Yeah, I had kind of been in my old notebook. I had been like pressing plants in between the pages to like keep track of different things and preserve them. So I'm gonna do that with a bunch of the plants that I've pulled since we've been on the road.
Okay.
I've just been kind of shoving them in different fabric for a while.
Sounds good. Winifred, you can get up at any point you want to. We didn't have you roll. But
Cool.
it's-
Oh, okay, cool. Oh, I'm sorry. My dice are elsewhere.
Okay,
Don't even have them.
Or don't roll, that's fine.
that's fine.
Don't do it. Hold on.
You can wake up there,
You're muted.
Eleanor.
Rachel?
You're
Rachel, you're still muted.
The way my camera is, it's directly over where my mute button is, so I keep like not seeing this muted. Okay. If you see me go like this, it's because I'm going around my camera to check to see if I'm muted.
Uh-oh.
Anyway, yeah, so the dream, I feel like, yeah, she would probably wake up. At this point, everyone's up and out, I'm assuming.
Probably.
I would think
So I probably have a couple seconds or a couple minutes to kind of like be a little more emotional about it than I would if everyone was in the room, which is a bit of a mercy, I think. I kind of like in a weird way, I think she would like take a couple minutes to sketch out portions of the dream. It's like almost like a way to like get it out somehow, but not have to necessarily describe it. And so she would take some time to do that, a little feverishly, I would say, and then check my notebook. I'm assuming nothing, and then
Nope.
go downstairs eventually. Once I'll get ready and stuff too, but
So yeah, breakfast is ready. Dav helped set up the table. You all can enjoy that at your own leisure. But is there anything you guys want to do in the morning here? You can discuss your dreams or whatever you want to do. Anything?
you know what? I think all three of us probably look super tired.
Yeah, I got some.
I'm like staring off blankly into space, just like
disassociating.
yeah.
Winifred, you're probably the only person who can tell that like your parents both seem pretty tired too. But
Oh
no!
Yeah, I forgot they get it too.
Oops.
I obviously noticed everyone else seems not amazing, right? Depending on how.
Oh yeah, I can't
Okay.
hide it at this point.
I guess when I get a second, I'd probably just ask, like, did everyone sleep okay? And just see what
She just
they
laughs.
say.
That's all she does.
Okay.
Must be
So
the
obviously, I think
stress. But yeah, I had a couple nightmares myself.
Yeah, I think I'll just take note of it. I guess that everybody is. Whatever happened, it happened to everybody, I guess.
I actually want to.
Yeah, how hovering is Winnie's parents right now? Are they at the table or are they around?
They are around currently. They're both a little quiet. A little more quiet than normal. But they're both like her dad's just sitting there drinking some coffee. And her mom is like kind of like making sure everything is in its place and offering seconds to anybody who looks like they might need some more.
Okay, definitely, yeah, appreciate it.
I'm just like stirring my tea and not saying anything. Like I maybe ate a little bit of breakfast, but not.
Yeah, I think as usual, no one's really going to talk much until the parents are gone. So
Yeah.
you let us know if they're going to go or maybe
If
if
we
we
have to
need
go.
leave. Yeah.
Dav definitely gets some bacon and some napkins and is going to try and while Miss Alora's not looking, just pocket some for later.
Pocket bacon.
Sounds good.
Perfect.
Eleonora, how atrocious.
She's just horrified all the time.
I should make you roll a sleight of hand against her disadvantage passive.
Oh,
See
no.
what happens here.
Oh yeah, she's a disadvantage too.
Another natural 20 downgraded to a 15 plus 2. So 17.
Oh yeah,
Sleight of
easy,
hand.
easy.
I'm a bacon, table, fiend over here.
Yeah, they look like they're just
Bacon's
hanging out.
the matter.
They're looking like they're kind of spending the morning, like relaxing with you guys and enjoying your company.
Okay.
We're great company right now for sure.
Yep.
I mean, I think like probably a few, like maybe 10, 15 minutes into dinner, Eleonora musters herself together or like pulls herself together and will kind of do what she always does, just kind of like asking them about themselves and probably asking the same questions and having the same conversations we've had in the past, but you know.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
they don't know that.
They don't know that. Yeah, so
Yep.
maybe even like using some of my like doing some of the questions like like making them so that they're more specific to what I know they like talking about already. That way.
Perfect.
There's at least once or twice where Dav begins to like kind of stumble in, like in between like some of those conversations of like almost like answering for him of because we've had this conversation before of like, well, yeah, the honey, yeah, what kind of plants do you like? Like that kind of thing where it's like almost answering for him and then realizing, oh wait, this is not something I should be saying because they haven't had the conversation yet. So
yeah.
Dav's having a hard time like keeping the two in place in his like whole like charisma level of being able to keep that in mind in conversations.
But yeah, they're just hanging out until you guys maybe want to do something else. So
Are we meeting with anybody today?
We're meeting with Vari. Well, you're not. We're meeting with Vari at 4.
4, right.
We could stop by the watchlight if we wanted to.
I think we should.
There are also plans on going to the cemetery?
Well,
We need to
yes.
talk to Watchlight first. I
wanted to see if someone wanted to accompany us, or at least someone knows.
Sure.
Well, we need to ask a few more questions before we make any decisions on that, I think.
All right.
On
Well,
digging up the graves.
Yeah.
Oh, like what? I thought we were going to try no matter what, unless they say no explicitly.
We need to make sure it's okay.
Oh, I see. I didn't know if you were worried about some repercussion I hadn't thought of or something.
I think at least we need to clear it with them. But
how's Wendy's parents reacting to digging up the
I
grave?
didn't want to bring that up in front of them, but
they definitely look a little appalled by the fact that you want to dig up a grave. But
that was why I said we should just go talk to them.
Yeah, we should probably not. I would like try and get us out of there because I feel like we
Try
should talk
not
about
to
any of this
sit.
stuff right now.
Yeah, I think the watch light's open. Actually, we could
I think
actually
we
probably head there.
We should at least talk to them.
so you're just going to the watchlight and coming back?
I would
We have a meeting at 4 too.
Well, yes, it's at the school. I think most of what we're doing is at the school afterwards.
Perfect.
Yeah, we'll be safe.
All right.
I guess I'll try and go on leave as soon as we can and even just go on a walk or just discuss when we're out of earshot from them.
Okay. So you guys can head out.
As soon as we're outside, I do want to turn to Eleonora and say something else I considered is we need to ask them what state our bodies were in because we were out in the woods for quite some time. I don't know how much of us is even left to investigate.
Yes. That's a good point.
It may be pretty fruitless.
And I turn to Winnie because I think both you, Femur and Winnie, and Dav are like exploding to say something. And he's like, Winnie, I get the feeling your mom might not think you're gonna keep monster hunting. Like you're gonna stay.
Yeah, I don't know how to approach that, I think, but I'll have to talk to her.
I'm not much help, obviously. I'm not good with words, but if you do need any help, I mean, we're all here for you, and Honestly, I know it must be difficult, but all I can say is make sure to have a conversation with them the way you want it before it's
Yeah.
delayed to have any conversation at all, you know?
No, I agree. I already decided that I was going to talk to him. I just don't know how it's going to go. So I'd like to do it at the end before, so if it goes bad, I can just, leave. Not that I want to leave on a bad note, but I would like to at least, not have it ended like it did last time where they kick us out and all that. So
Cool. We'll kind of just like shoulder nudge her. It's, kind of like a brotherly thing. You're doing good.
sorry. She'll just say thanks, but also clearly seems like distressed by the idea of this conversation. Like, it's not going to be good.
He just looks over and gives a mental command to Micah, and Micah just hops over to your shoulder.
I'll pet him.
There, BL. Nice. And yeah, I guess we're all heading to the watchlight.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You make your way that direction. You're met at like the front door. There's a couple people standing there. Can I help you?
Hello. We were with an investigation with Desmond Linus. I didn't know if he was still here.
No, he's not normally stationed here, but
Right.
can I help you with something?
A few things. The biggest thing being, well, we're the ones that were supposed to be dead, and we're not.
Oh, yeah, I heard about you. Wow. Look at you standing here. Pretty crazy.
Yes. Very. Do you have someone in charge here that we can speak to about something? We had a few investigations of our own we wanted to conduct.
I mean, you can talk to me. Takes out,
Right, what's
takes
your
out a
name?
notepad. Looks like he's ready to take down some notes.
What's your name?
My name? You can call me
Yes.
Rich.
So funny to me.
I don't know why that's funny.
Why is that funny?
Yeah, anyways. Well, I'll just mock his name.
Really, Rich? Yeah.
Well, Rich, we are also confused about why we are told that we have been dead when we have felt alive this whole time. So we wanted to see in the gravesite what is actually there. Is it us? What is it?
You want to go dig up the graves?
Yes.
Do you know who found us or took care of that burial situation?
I believe it was just some travelers on the road who spotted you and informed us of it, and we went to retrieve your bodies.
So
Oh, so you all went.
Who from Watchlight examined the bodies and laid them to rest, you know?
Probably people in Heaven's Reach took care of that and then brought them here because it was closest.
So probably Mr. Linus would know that specifically.
He may have more details on that of importance, but yeah.
All right. Yes. So do you happen to know how long it had been approximately since we had died and buried?
I don't know. It looked somewhat fresh. I mean, clearly been out there for a little while. Maybe a weekish or so.
All right. Interesting. Any other questions?
Just if there was any other notes or files we could look at on the condition of our bodies when they arrived here.
From what I heard they looked like they had been attacked by something and severely, like, beaten, bloodied up, scratched up.
Not really necessarily eaten or anything, though.
Didn't look like it was food necessarily, like for hunting type of thing. Just looks like something got you.
Interesting. Yes. Oh, go ahead.
No, because we don't have those drawings anymore, so never mind.
Oh, yeah. Yes, so we would like to get a look at those.
Yeah, is Mr. Lyons here to talk to?
He's not here.
Okay. So he left. All right.
Were you not listening, Daryl? He said
No,
that's really good.
honestly, I was zoning out a little bit. I didn't.
Oh.
That I was not you, Rich. No, you have a wonderful speaking voice. It really wasn't you. The thought of being beat up by that thing again, it was. You don't know, honestly. It was like stitched together.
So you did experience getting beat up by this thing, but you lived.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We fought it.
That's our
and lived
story.
In our experience.
Interesting.
So that's my follow-up question, because in our theory, there's a tower of Unearth Stevens that apparently blew up, and the people he hired to guard were traveling through and helped us defeat this thing. In your perspective, the tower never blew up, so they never left to save us, so we're thinking that's why we died. That being said, with that sense of logic, if you believe me, correct, right? Let's just say this is somehow possible because we're here, our bodies are over there. Do you have any information on this wizard Unearth and what he's up to?
I do not.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure if he was already on Watchlight's radar or not.
I mean, we've definitely heard of him, but he just keeps to himself.
You should probably find out, because
Well, I think we can go look for ourselves, too.
I'm just saying Watchlight should
So,
also probably be known. I mean, because in our world, there's a Watchlight guard that died when we died. So, just saying.
So Watchlight
Don't
guard
matter.
died when you died?
Yeah, well, yeah, because again, well,
I
it's complicated.
there's a lot of details. I think, unless you would like to go and delve into all of the differences.
Sounded
All
like
we
Desmond
want-
was working on this.
Yes. All we would want is to look at the bodies.
Yeah, I'll let Desmond work with you and figure that out.
Yes.
I can go help
you said
you
he's
to
not
go
here?
look at the bodies.
That'd be
Oh, okay.
lovely.
Thank you.
Second thing I would request, there was a file on me specifically. There were a few pictures in there, and I didn't know if you had a copy I could take for myself.
Pictures, like, of your dead body? Or what?
No, a file of myself. Desmond had it.
Okay. What specifically are you looking for in there?
There are some pictures of family members that I wanted for myself. My family members.
Hey, why don't you just get in contact with them?
I cannot.
Why not? You're alive.
It's very complicated. I can't.
That's why it's kind of nice for her to get a copy of them.
I just want it for myself. That's all.
Those were the files that Desmond had with him, so maybe we need to just follow up with him at some point.
Thinking that too.
I mean, I can take a look, but
If you think you can, if not, I can wait for Desmond.
I mean, they're in the
I didn't know
file,
who to
though. I don't
ask.
know if I can take them out of the file, you know?
Can you? No, wait. I guess I think I might have to do it. If I take out, so I can take a picture of another picture with this. Would you mind if I took a picture of that photo for her? For her keepsake. Imagine in your shoes, if you didn't have any photos of someone dear to you, you knew of one, and that you would want a copy of that.
I'm gonna need a persuasion check.
From him?
At disadvantage.
Or can we each do one?
I was
Since
about
I've
to
been
say,
asking?
like,
Sure, you both can roll disadvantage then.
Okay. Perfect.
Like copying classified files.
Oh no, I rolled a 1.
Oh no!
11.
15?
So 11 and 15. Give me a moment. I'll see if I can find anything.
Thanks, Rich.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. He goes inside.
You had a surprising cadence to your voice, Deborah. That was very good.
Yeah, I feel sick or something. I feel like it's like helping somehow. I don't know what it is. That or you're just rubbing off on me.
Maybe.
But he comes back out. He's got a file with him. Just so which picture do you want? And just kind of like flips through them.
The boy, please.
And he'll hold open to that page. Do your thing.
I would imagine. What would it look like? So he'd be holding the coin in a way where he has some sort of light source, and the light source would come from behind the page in a way to kind of like make a quick flash and like catch it in the coin with like a little bit of arcane. So it's almost like an X-ray. Yeah, that should do. And he'll hand it over to Eleonora to replace one of his magical tinkering things.
Sorry, so how does it work?
Does it replace one of the ones that you already had active? So tell us which one.
Yep. Static visual effect. Yeah, remember, it's similar to like how Adek made the camera, right? It's like based on that.
It's
things you can do.
it is a early form of what he did.
Yeah.
But
Right. Yeah.
it's like that kind of, because like these go away if you go over top of them, basically.
Like, do you push a button and it like projects it, or is it always just on?
It's just on there. It's just like a image. It's on it.
Okay. Thank you. And it's a coin you did it on?
Your boy's on a coin, I guess.
My boy's on a coin.
Yeah.
He's the face of
Julian
the coin.
bucks.
Yes.
So for this one, imagine it's like a little bit of a glow that you can turn on and off with a touch of an action. And so it's a little bit of a glow that almost makes it seem like it's
projected out.
Just a small projection one on like the object of it. So the light behind it gives a background, and then you see his picture just like it would.
Okay.
Kind of like the negative of a photo or something.
Kind of, yeah. It just kind of like helps
But
turn it so
not
it's not a
value flipped
negative
or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
yeah,
I think that means because I'd have one for light, you'd have one for a picture. I'm trying to think where the third one's at right now.
I have a smell one from the
smell one, okay.
flowers
Yep.
from the temple.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Take it back and put it back in the file.
Yeah. Actually, before he puts it back, can I just say, can I look at the picture of my brother one more time? I was a bit beside myself. I don't need to do anything. I just wanted to look.
Flip to it and show you.
Okay. I just wanted to look and like, if this is like a recent picture, is there any changes? Does he look different? Even like, I think her big thing with Alexander especially, and something she did in her old sketchbook before it got lost a lot, is she'd like draw a lot of comparison pictures of like what she remembers him versus like how he looked in the end, like especially with his eyes, like, you know, just like if he looked colder expression wise, you know. So
you can roll me an insight roll with disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Nat 20. Oh, that hurts. 8.
So he's standing, like the image of him looks like he's dressed like very important, like his importance is very clear. He's standing pretty confidently looking and kind of looks very similar to what you'd expect.
Okay, not a lot of change.
No.
Okay, interesting.
Everything else.
All right, I'll just say
okay.
yes. Thank you very much. I appreciate it very much, Rich.
Goes
And I like put the coin in my pocket and I just like give Dabber like a very grateful pat on the shoulder.
to go put the file away and comes back. So you want to go to the graveyard?
Yes.
All right. Begin to lead you there.
First, actually, I think Linus was going to send some people to possibly take care of some sort of mishap. Gargoyles, angels, did that happen?
That was taken care of.
Okay, thanks.
Did
Just wanna
anyone get
make sure.
hurt, or was it fine?
No, it was fine. We had
Good.
adequate people there.
When they were you there when they were talking?
I did go there, yes.
Oh, well, thank you for taking care of that. Was there a pink burst of energy after you defeated them?
I mean, I didn't notice anything. But I was kind of in the fray of a fight, so.
Right. Of course. Interesting. All right.
What kind of abilities do you got, Rich?
I poke things really good with my weapons until they die.
This is very
All
funny.
right. I like it.
All right, let's go. He leads you to the
right.
graveyard. So he leads you there. Let me double check my map of the city real quick just to make sure. Describe this right. Yeah, it's kind of a north from where you are. You head up a little bit north. And there's like a little chapel building that's there. It's a little worn looking, but he goes up to one of the attendants and he just says, "Hey, we want to investigate the graves of those people found in the woods." They nod and they start walking over towards probably Euphemia, Dav's, and Japnot's graves first. So they grab some shovels. They say, "Okay. You have a specific one you want to do first, or just all three at the same time? How you want us to do this?"
I'm down, I guess, yeah.
I don't think I want to see Japnots, to be honest, but do you want to, or?
Well, I'm not sure. Maybe we'll see what the other two are first before we
That was
decide
my
on
thought.
Dreadnought. How about that?
Let's start there.
So just these two first, I think.
So they toss a shovel over to whoever grabs it for you guys, and Rich starts digging one grave.
Or shovel in the other.
So it takes a while to dig a hole this deep, but you eventually do get down there, probably closer to lunchtime or so. You're approaching lunchtime. And you do find coffins that are there, nailed up.
Oh, this is weird.
They're not very decorative or anything. Very simple.
I think I would jump down into the hole with mine to open it.
You said which ones are we doing right now? Euphemia,
Euphemia and
Japnots,
Davs. Not
Davs,
Japnot.
Yeah, just Euphemia and Jav, I think.
Yeah. But because Winnie's is elsewhere, right?
In a different spot.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, they don't dig fully down, but it's like you can get to the top
Sure.
and then you grab some crowbars and they're ready.
Oh, yeah, crowbar's probably way better. He's like about to punch it with the gauntlet.
All right.
You just go through your own head.
I mean, I'm fine.
Oh, no!
So, starts to pry open. one of the caskets, and top comes off and starts moving aside, and you look down at Euphemia's body, beaten,
Yes.
definitely decaying, very
Definitely
much so
Euphemia?
dead. You can roll a perception check.
Okay.
All of us or just her?
Anybody who's looking.
Oh, I got a nat 20.
Nice.
23?
14.
Or wait, 24. Yeah, 24.
Also 14.
Eleonora, can you take the time to check for magic?
I was about to actually. I'll ritually cast detect magic.
Okay.
Probably a little a ways from the graves, to be honest. I just feel a little jumpy.
As you three then look in, or all of you look in, it very much so does look like it's Euphemia, as best you can tell.
Can I look a little closer at like any of the wounds that are visible and any of that, just to kind of see what corroborates with what we know?
They line up with what you'd expect from what you were attacked by. I mean, you were the first one to get hit by that thing, and like, you saw
I know,
how
it took me out and like,
how badly that thing hit you. So
right.
Did we get? I don't know. I'm trying to blank. I'm blanking out here. Did we get? So the items found on our dead bodies from this
We haven't asked
timeline.
about that yet.
Okay.
So I was actually going to check my own pockets, honestly.
yeah, you started
Loot
looking in
our own
pockets, and there's
body.
nothing in there.
Bags in there or anything.
Nothing in your pockets.
I think they said that they sent stuff to families or something.
Oh, maybe
didn't
they did.
They
I thought
took
he
your
told us
stuff.
a lot
They
of
took
that.
your stuff,
Yeah.
They took it.
but you don't know maybe
I'm
what
not
happened
sure
to
what
all the
happened
things.
to it.
But
Oh, okay.
they definitely took your stuff that they found at the site.
Gotcha.
So yeah, but it looks like you. There's nothing in the pockets. Besides maybe like just some like jewelry things that you had, just like common things.
Do we have the horde hunters still on us? Or would that have been taken?
Trying to remember if you had those made by that point. I think you
I
only
was
had one
making
made.
them and was like, yeah, I think I was like starting to hand them out.
He
Like,
gave it to
doing that.
Eleanor first, but I wasn't there.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Technically, they don't
Yeah.
even exist yet, maybe? I
So
don't-
I
who do you
just
think
can't
Dad
remember
would
if
have
that was
given it to
before
you
the fight or
first? I think you had one that you made, and then you made the rest in Lakeside.
It was Eleanor was first.
But
yeah.
And
she's
then
not there,
I think it was
who-
Winnie. Yeah.
So there's no pin on.
Yeah.
For then.
Yeah, and Dad was last. Yeah.
So
That's funny.
yeah, looks like you just very much so dead.
Mm.
And then they go over to Dav's and start to pry open the coffin of Dav. Pops the top. And there's your beaten and broken body as well, Dav.
Does he have another stone for an eye?
You look, and the stone is removed.
I was curious.
Ooh.
Oh, that's super interesting. I didn't even think about
it
that.
just hit me now. I was like, I could have two.
Yeah.
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 You could be
God.
both
I could
eyes.
be purely blind. No, I'm kidding.
Wow.
Best
Blind, but
wizard
now you
ever.
see everything. The secrets of the
Wait,
universe.
You have to see stuff to cast magic. No.
Uh-oh. You would see all the secrets of the universe, though. So
Right? That's
I guess
true.
it would even
Worth
out.
it.
Right?
Oh, jeez. I can feel the phantom pain. Oh, that's horrific. They took it? That's just... Wait, so there's two. That's kind of... Hey, Rich!
Yeah.
So, do you know what happened to, like, our stuff then? Like, my eye? Well, I guess it's not really an eye. My fake eye, my stone eye. You know what I mean?
I believe items were taken somewhere. I don't know exactly where. Potentially delivered to next of kin, or sent to be investigated, depending on what it was.
Well, since I don't have next of kin, can we look into where my stuff would be since I'm here? There's some nice magical pens that I would really like to get my hands on.
I can look into seeing if we can find any of those items.
There's like 50 gold worth of that. So like,
There is.
sorry.
You gave it to Eleonora.
It can be investigated if things can be found.
Okay, go.
I believe some things may have had to be sold to cover the costs of burial and all that expenses as well. People laboring to get your bodies out of the woods, that kind of stuff. But the burial plots, all that.
Really important to know though if that stone got sold. I just would like to know where that went to because
What's so important about the stone?
store. I'm sure you're aware of the cult of Akrol. Again, trying to prevent it from coming back. I want to make sure that doesn't slip into the wrong hands.
I'm sure Desmond would have it and take good care of it.
Good.
Desmond comes back, he has eyes.
I am the leader of Akrol now. Well, all right.
Uh-oh.
All right, well, this is existentially trippy enough. Are we?
Are we? Do we want to
Oh, yeah.
move on?
Well, I'd like to wait for Eleanor to finish real quick.
Yeah, you hear like, wait, don't do anything yet. Like from like yards away.
All right.
I think Euphemia's like stepping back though, out of sight of Dabs, especially. She might even go stand by her own grave because.
Yeah. He doesn't like
Okay, he's stepping
Euphemia's
back.
grave, but he's having a moment with him with his own mortality at the moment.
Well, seeing him after her dream the night before.
Oh, that's fair. That's true.
But as the time passes, they're reflecting over their graves. You get the detect magic up with no mishap.
I sigh with relief. And yeah, I'll just kind of look around, especially looking at the bodies.
There's nothing in the grave that's magic.
No illusion or anything, right, Eleanor?
Nothing that I can see. It looks legitimate.
I really did dress really shabby, didn't I? Jeez. Anyway.
Yes.
I am going to, I can't even think of what, but some sort of keepsake on it, even if I have to rip off a piece of sleeve, something off of his body to take as some sort of keepsake of his death. He's just going to try and just have something small to take with him. But not a body part.
You cut off his hand.
You just
I just had
find
to
like a
clarify
button or
that.
something and take it off.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect. That's way better. Couldn't think of anything. Just kind of flicks it.
I'll after they I look at the bodies and I just like kind of take it in for a second. Then I'm gonna walk around the graveyard and make sure there's no anything else. Just
Okay.
You know. Just
So as you walk around, you are not picking up anything. You even look over in that graveyard spot where the angels were. You would be aware of them. There's no angels there. They're all gone. No magic.
Mhm. Okay. That's good.
And where would that magic crack be? Would that be in the same
It was
place?
over
It was-
It was over the grave.
Susanna's husband's grave.
Yep.
Before.
It looks like that dirt has been freshly dug up as well. That was there,
Yeah, that's right.
Mhm.
but no magic that you're
Okay.
picking up on.
Yeah, he just wants to make sure leads Eleanor over there and then make sure there's, like detect magic can only go through like a foot of dirt. I think he's just kind of digging down just a little bit to make sure it doesn't reveal anything with the shovel. So cool. He's not digging up the coffin or anything.
Yeah.
You don't
Okay.
notice anything.
All right. Perfect.
Sure.
Thanks.
Just to check.
Okay.
Well, start putting the dirt back.
I don't think we need to look at any of this. Yeah.
I don't think I want to.
No.
All right. So Rich starts reburying the caskets of Euphemia, at least for now.
Are there like what kind of like foliage is around here? Is there like a tree line that's like around the graves, or like is there any kind of like manicured lawn situation going on? Like what's the
This definitely is a cared for graveyard. There's trees. It
Okay.
does look like it's kind of set up the landscape to be a little separating from the rest of the city. This is fairly far north in the city too, so it's closer to the north gate. So it's a little more quiet and away from a lot of the primary parts of the city. But
Okay.
it's definitely cared for.
Can I like are there like flowers nearby that I can go pick some?
Mhm.
Okay. I'm gonna while everybody's reburying us, I wanna go put them on the grave of Susanna and her husband.
Hmm.
And I'm gonna bring a couple over to Japnot too. Just since everybody else has the shovels and stuff.
Okay. So
As a quick note, during breakfast, would that be considered a short rest at all?
Sure.
While we were like up and waiting. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I can get a spell slot back with Arcana Recovery. So I'm gonna get Arcana one spell slot back then with that.
The gargoyles that are now gone, the only statues in the graveyard, or there are more? Is
there are
anything
more
else that, like,
statues.
see?
There are more statues, but the ones that you know
New.
were activated, you notice are
And I
gone.
just walked around the whole graveyard and nothing was pinging, so
Yeah, I forgot they did ping last time, didn't they?
they
Okay.
did, yeah.
What does Winnie's grave say? Because that would be the other thing I'd be curious to go see. Because like ours just had like our names on them, right?
So it basically just says like beloved daughter, Winifred Halor, and then it has her birth year and death year on it.
Okay. Okay. I was just curious what else it said on there.
Did Dabs actually have his name? Were they able to identify him?
Yep, they have your name on it.
They did speak to Heidi, so I feel like
True. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's a good
that's
point.
probably where they got it from.
That's actually a good point.
So anything else I can help you with? For tasks?
I don't think so. We just wanted to see what this was and
And if you could
confirmed a lot of things for us.
look into, inquiring about our stuff, any remaining stuff you have here.
I mean, I
How
can
we
walk
might be able
back
to-
and check real quick if you want me to, but
Yeah, that'd be great.
all right, let's
Yeah.
go. So he heads back over towards the Watchlight headquarters here, and goes inside.
Oh, actually, before he goes inside, like during the walk, Rich, real quick, have you heard any more stuff about flying creatures at night? Any rumors of what's going on with that?
Oh, yeah, I was gonna ask that
Or if
too.
it's still been happening?
I mean, we've been hearing reports for a while about that. Yeah.
Anything recent? Like what direction or any just information on it?
I mean, how recent would you say is recent?
The
This
last
was
time.
last month.
Yes.
Probably.
Days even?
I think there was one report a day or two ago.
Okay.
Do you know what area it was in, or no? I can.
They're
we can
just all
obviously
over the
do-
place.
Hmm.
Typically, I think in the northern part of the city.
Cool.
I would also ask Rich if he could see if he has any information on where my stuff got sent off. I'm sure it's an error run, so kind of a long shot, but if there was anything.
So he goes inside, leaves you guys out for a moment, and returns back out. So we do have a few items here. I just don't know if I'm authorized to give them to you at this point. So
Oh.
I will need to wait for confirmation that that is all right, as this is a unique situation, because
Sure.
Of course.
the owners of them are dead,
And yet we're here.
but you weren't the owners because you had a different experience. So it's complicated. I needed approval before I hand over the items.
Of course. Completely understandable.
It actually makes sense. Yeah.
So
Hmm.
I think there's still some investigations that are happening about certain aspects of this. So
Sure.
we're gonna hold on to them for now, but once I get approval, we can give over the items that we do have.
Can we ask what they are by chance or no?
They seem like some personal items that were found at the site.
Okay.
Some items were sent off, from what I heard. And then Miss Eleonora, your stuff, from best I can tell, got sent back to your family.
I thought. I just wasn't sure. That's a good confirmation.
I think everything that was found on you got sent back, all to Shadow Rock.
Yes. Thank you. It's good to know for certain.
Do you know about how long it will take to hear back, or?
It just depends on, I think, how long investigations take and finding out from, Desmond or whoever is looking into things. So,
Okay.
Yes.
you can stick around. We'll let you know. You gonna be in town, or are you gonna plan to go somewhere?
We'll let you know. We don't
Today,
have to stay
yes,
long.
but-
Yeah, we will be in town today, though. We can let you know if we're planning on going elsewhere.
I believe there was a stone that was found on you, like a sending stone. That got sent
Yes.
back to Heaven's Reach to Heidi, I believe.
Heidi.
So that got sent back to her because she had the other one. And then I think some items were sent elsewhere, but we do have a few things here.
All right.
Was my other eye part of the thing sent off?
That is gone, yes.
Do you know where it was sent to? Is there any records of
I
that?
am not able to disclose that to you.
We can talk to Desmond. when
Yeah, for
he
sure.
talks to us again.
If
We'll
he's
figure it
able to
out.
share it, that would definitely be the person to ask.
Just worried about it. So.
Well,
Yeah.
Rich, thank you very much. You've been so helpful today. We very much appreciate you.
You're welcome.
Put out the
Yeah.
high five,
He will
Hearty
shake your
handshake.
hand.
hearty handshake.
He will
Yeah.
shake your hand.
Yes. Not a Renan situation.
I made some soup.
I feel like Renan would just be like, you don't even get a handshake or anything.
Yeah, true. Devil is
They don't
so much
like
less
me here.
charismatic, but he gets handshakes for some reason.
But
But yeah, we can probably go. What time is it right now?
it's about
After lunch.
probably a little after lunchtime at this point.
So, we can talk about emotions in a second, but just thinking, we should probably go to the library. And if there's anything we need to, anything on our minds that we might need to research, but also maybe we can think through all of the mishaps and different things that have kind of gone on so we can show Vari with proof. Write them all down, write down everything. Oh, what? Did you already do it?
Yeah, I took Winnie and my notes from last night and merged them.
Oh, that was so efficient, Davril.
Yeah, we've been doing this the whole time anyway.
I guess I just didn't know if we lost them. I mean, I lost mine.
Well, we did, yeah. We did some from memory, honestly, but tried to do.
Oh, well, good. I might see if there's anything I can add to it, but I'm sure both of you did an amazing job.
I had a lifetime of research and papers, so kind of right up my alley. There's some source work
very
in
nice.
there. It was
I
a
see
lot.
the citations. That's very
Yeah,
nice.
Last page has locations and
Yes.
time lengths. So
Yes, and footnotes. Yes, very nice.
sorry, I didn't have much time to do a forward or anything, but
I think it's lovely.
Winnie did really great. She put sketches
Yes,
in a lot
I
of
did.
areas.
Yes,
too.
yes,
Yeah.
it's very nice. Yes,
I wrote the abstract.
very informative.
There you go.
Just kidding.
I didn't like the
Um,
box one, but it was detailed. It was very detailed.
The most detailed drawing is the box one.
She wanted
We
to put
kept-
squiggly eyes on it.
Well,
but
Like
you
wood
kept
grain on
going
it and
on about
everything.
how nice of a box you were, so she probably wanted to show you
Yeah.
a nice box.
Yeah.
Did you also include the mishaps that, or when it was suppressed, or things like that? Or how often? For the device she made?
Oh, I didn't include those, but we can try and remember. What
That-
off the
that is
top of our head,
alright.
do we remember anything? Yeah.
Even
Yeah,
a few
don't-
examples, I think, would be helpful to her.
Yeah, I don't think he would have thought about that in the moment, mainly because I think the original list was without suppression in the first place. I think he was more copying
Yeah.
the first one and then adding to
happening.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe we can go in and do that, and also discuss what we even want from Vari in the first place. But you all
How long
right?
did it take
I'm
her to
sure-
make the device before?
Not long.
Not long. I think the real question is do we want to try and have her make it again and owe her a lot of money, or do we want to see if there are other options?
The device was very helpful. I think we should at least consider it, but
Unless she's been working on some other project in the meantime here.
I wonder if in general the first step is to just inform her that it's happening, and
To
if
what
she's
extent?
even aware of any way to get rid of it at this point.
Yeah.
Because
Could we tell her
suppressing
that
it
we-
wasn't even enough in some ways.
should we
And just to
mention
get to the
that we
point
got
where
the
she's
device-
not mad at us.
Yes.
As well.
Yeah, are we
That might be
mentioning the
some
device
fun.
got stolen in the other form of things, or are we not even? Is that even worth mentioning? I don't know if it's worth mentioning, but
Not as a starter. Maybe later.
um,
I
Hey
mean,
guys, I know you don't know us, but remember the item you gave us was really important. That was probably awesome. We lost that one.
well,
well,
yes,
I
I mean,
I mean, it's yeah. Sorry.
I mean, we can just say it wasn't taken with us, but
Yeah.
I don't necessarily know even if having her make an exact copy is the goal here, but more just even information if she has any insights on what happened to us, what might happen,
It's true.
I think that's the best first step.
anything. Yes, and we'll see what comes after, but I don't want to necessarily tie ourselves to that again if we don't have the means.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Sorry for giving you guys an uphill battle here.
It's all right. Just I hope we've all learned a lesson.
Sometimes works, sometimes doesn't.
Well, I'm actually surprised that it didn't work for Vari because you seem to understand her, but
I kind of gave her the shotgun approach. It would have worked on me.
I see.
I would have been like, wow, that's crazy. Sure, let's go with it for now. But
I see.
yeah.
Of course, no mention of it again.
Or Braun, probably, right?
Well,
Since
we're
that
going
didn't
to
go well
need to
last
bring
There's
up Braun.
already a little mention of him. Yeah,
But
that's why I didn't bring him
technically-
up with Watchlight.
Technically, when we knew her, though, or when we knew him, when we talked to her, we were not associated with Braun at that time.
Right.
Yeah. Not at all.
We're technically not associated with him now either.
And we're not. No, I mean we're really not. So
At least we're
Not here.
protecting him.
Yeah.
Curious
Yeah,
if
it's
Uh,
considered lying
maybe
if we
he's
only
the one
talk
that got
about
the
things that
stone.
are.
Sorry, what?
Oh, I just didn't know if it's considered lying if we're being honest about what's happening right now, but maybe not like in our. I don't know. I don't know how.
I mean,
comfortable we feel with
in
stretching the truth.
general, I think divulging too much information about this other timeline is going to just
Agreed.
make us. It's going to
Confuse
confuse people, to be honest.
Agreed. I don't think it helps us at all.
Yeah, I think we have to be very strategic about what information we reveal in the first place, even just for the sake of convenience.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Yeah.
I do
And
still think we need to get as much
efficiency.
information as we can, though.
Oh, of course. I mean, I fully intended.
agree.
I think, yeah, with mishaps and things, but other information that doesn't matter about what we did and what happened, that doesn't matter.
But it could. That's the thing. Any little ripple of knowing how different this timeline is from before makes quite the difference.
But nothing,
what I mean?
we didn't do anything here in Lakeside, so nothing we've done has even happened here.
Exactly. So the things that haven't happened yet or happened differently in our timeline. So for example, Unearth Stevens and these 3, that's huge. There's a connection there that should have happened but didn't.
Oh yes, I think that's relevant. I think what I was saying at least, is we don't need to give every detail of
No, I understand.
you know what we were. Yes,
Yeah,
of
yeah.
course,
and
but
break
no.
it down with her. Yeah,
Yes.
it's just gonna
We're all
confuse
saying the
her.
same thing. Yeah.
Yes, we are.
I'm just really, really intrigued at how different this timeline is, because I think there are a lot of potential answers here for what's actually happening in our perspective. If things are unraveling in ours that are staying together here,
Right.
we have to understand what's unraveling, right?
Or
But
if it even
I
makes this
agree with
more-
you, though, being very
Yes.
strategic on
Yes.
what we present.
Yes.
I just don't want to dismiss it as, oh, it doesn't really matter because it didn't happen to us, sort of thing. So that's all.
Of course.
But I'll
Uh,
silently keep watch of that.
Yes. Well, I think I am going to go to the library at least until we go. I wanted to see if I could pull up anything about anything, to be honest.
Can I come
what?
with you? I think that might.
Of
I'd like
course.
to look as well.
Of course.
Euphemia?
I was actually thinking about the man I spoke to here before about curses, and I might go see if he's around or if I can get a hold of that book.
Do you want to do it alone?
I can go either way. I just maybe that would be helpful.
Sure.
Unless you need me in the library for anything.
I don't think so. I was mostly just seeing what I could
Curious.
find.
Well, if no one needs me, I think I'm going to train. You guys don't mind?
Sure. Then we're all doing
What's
what
a
we're saying we're
dream?
doing, right? No extra adventures, right?
We
Yes.
really can't miss this meeting too. We already missed one. We
Yes.
can't miss another.
Of course.
Yeah, that's a good point. So, 3 p.m. Meet back here.
Yes, we'll be early. Perfect. So I think we're going to the library then.
You head back to the school. 2 go into the library. One of them's hunted down a teacher, and one is out in the field training. Okay, that's good. Real quick, Ashley, highs or low?
Let's go low.
Okay. So, you go knock on the door of the office of Neil Watson,
Neil.
and the door is shut, and there's no answer.
Can I listen pretty closely to see if anybody's there?
You can roll a perception check. Disadvantage still because of exhaustion. But
Well, I rolled 2 2s, so that's a 6.
you don't hear anything.
Okay. Is there anyone? Is this like a hallway situation where there's
Yeah.
other doors and
There's
stuff?
a whole
Okay.
other doorways that are there for other teachers. It's like a faculty hallway.
Is anyone else here?
Do you go up and down and look?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple other teachers who have their doors open.
Okay. But nobody's in the hallway?
Not currently, no.
Okay. I'm gonna wild shape by his door into a little spider and go underneath it.
Okay.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Arachnophemia.
Is he in there?
Give me 1 second.
All right. What does that mean?
I don't know. But she's pretty sleep deprived, so I don't know how good of choices she's making at the moment.
Um. Okay. So, as you pass underneath the doorway, you hear a ringing of like a bell, like Dab's
Oops.
alarm spell that goes off.
I wondered, but she wasn't even thinking of it. She's just like, I'm just gonna go see.
Do you
Let's
continue under the door as you cross under that crack?
I think she'd chicken out. She's gonna crawl back out
Okay.
and probably go a decent ways down the hall before she changes back into herself. Like way around the corner somewhere where it's not
Yeah.
like.
As you are walking down, like there are faculty who are coming out and like investigating the hallway and looking around for different things. They go up to the doorway and like you hear them listening, and like one of them actually pulls out a key and unlocks the door and like looks
Oh, there
inside.
you go. Yeah.
And they close the door back up and lock it. But
Okay. Is there a window to his office? When I was in there, we
does
were
have a
in there
window.
once. So...
he does have a window.
Okay. All right. I think what I will do is kind of like I'm a little sheepish around the corner, like watching everybody go investigate this, and then I'll wait for them all to like go back to their whatever desks and stuff. And then I'll just go back to the library for now. And
Yeah, one of the staff like does
there.
leave and actually like walk out of the hallway, like they're heading in a direction with purpose. But the other one goes
I
back.
figured somebody's notifying him, so I'm not going to go ask a teacher now when he'll be back, because that looks really suspicious. I'll have to
No
wait
worries.
for the next.
No worries.
I'll wait for later. I'll just go back to the library and find everybody. I think after. Well, no, I'm going to go to the garden for a little bit and just hang out, and then I'll circle back to the library.
Okay. So you head out to the library or the gardens
Yeah.
for a little bit.
That's
Okay.
so funny. I, out of character, was like, I wonder, but she's so like one track minded right now. She's not even thinking.
Yeah.
So good.
So yeah, we'll jump over to Dav. Anything you're doing while you're training?
Just doing a lot more like core strength, push-ups, kind of just basic stuff like that, and then kind of armor off and just doing like just kind of like 1-2 punches, 1-2s. Really working on core and stuff like that. I basically what we had talked about before is just kind of working on.
Sounds good. And then with that, we'll jump over to our library crew. What are you guys looking for in the library?
So I'll just ask Winnie, Winifred, was there something specific you wanted to look at, or did you want to help me with something?
I guess I was just gonna look at if there's anything about, I guess, not so much like time travel, but like timelines and stuff. And then I guess I wanted to look up stuff about when the gods were, or the deities were like barred, if there's anything about that that stands out. I don't know. I'm not sure, but just since it's happening again, I thought maybe that might mean other things are happening too that we may not know about yet. I don't know, but it was a thought.
Really fast, Mark, is the world knowledge is there's not much information on the shutter because of everything after, right? Is that why I had to ask Death in the first place about how that went down?
It depends on maybe the sources of how much people would know. So
Okay. All right. So it might be like a valid thing for her to research
Possible.
in this. Okay. I didn't know if like what you had set up before like made it so that that would be like pointless, or if there actually would be something to that, if that makes sense.
I'm sorry, what are you researching?
You. I was seeing
me,
if
okay.
the shutter thing was like
Yeah.
worth it, because I wasn't sure like how much information was like in there. I had thought that there was nothing, but there might be something. So yeah. So I'll just say, yeah, I think that's a good idea.
What were you gonna look up?
I'm just kind of like quiet, but I just say I'm going to see if I can find anything on our friend.
Would he have any like? Could there be
I don't know.
anything?
I don't know, but maybe I can find something. I'm getting a little desperate. I want to figure out how to make contact somehow. Maybe I could
How
find
did you
something
make
that
contact
way.
the last time? I don't remember what you said.
Lucy saved my life.
That's right. Do we know anyone else who works for him?
So, and I'm pretty sure I died because he couldn't access the plane in the first place.
Ah. So it's been a long
Yes.
time then since they've been able to access any of this.
It's been
Not a
3
long
months,
time, but
I think. Yes.
Okay.
So I wanted to find that. So we'll see. I'm not the best at library things, but I'll try my best.
I can try and help too if that helps.
Yeah. If you would like to help me, I would very much appreciate it. If you would rather research your other topics, those are also very valid and important.
I think I'll probably. Well, one of mine kind of has to do with yours, so I guess I could do some stuff on, deities and everything, and then help you with your friend.
Sure. That works.
Okay.
Okay. So is that what you wanted to look into first? Is info about deities with the shutter, and
Yeah, like
if you
I
stumble
guess more
upon death stuff?
specifically. Yeah, first I guess, and I guess more specifically, like it would be when that got remedied, like exactly like the timeline of that, what else happened in tandem with that, or if it was like results of that. I guess just trying to see maybe what the climate is currently, if I could learn anything from the past, I guess.
Okay. And is that what you're looking for too, Eleanor? Or are you looking specifically for death?
No, I'm looking for death the whole
Okay.
time.
So, Winnie, give me an investigation roll.
Oh, I'm not very good at investigation. I'll do that. That'd just be a 17. I guess I don't have anything.
Okay.
Yeah, 17.
So, a lot of what you're reading through and discovering, looking for, is just sort of overview details of the event. How this happened 5 years ago. There was like a 3-day period where the gods disappeared, and the first noticeable ones that were gone, you see like a list, and the first two are Dalmane and Zogvest, which are connected to the Dream Realms. Those are the first two that are listed as being noticed to be gone. And then there's a list of other ones that follow as a result of that.
And and Zogvest, I'm sorry, he was nightmares mostly, right?
Yep. Dalmane is more like Dream
Okay.
Realm. Zogvest is more Nightmare Realm.
Is this the first shutter or this time, or both?
This is the shutter that happened 5 years ago.
Yeah. And also, what else, like, for the shutter, like, besides, and I know we've gone to some of it, but what are, like, the hallmarks, I guess, of, like, what, I don't know. Like basically, I guess my thing is, like, thinking, like, well, never mind. I'll wait for that. So I guess just, anything else that happened in tandem with that was, like, besides just, like, the fallout of the gods, like, was there anything else that kind of was weird, I guess?
So you
Besides,
see
like,
that there's notes about these gods being attacked, and
okay.
their magic was completely cut off at that point. Upon those attacks. So no contact, no magic was coming from them. That's it. So
Yeah.
and then at the end of that third day, they all returned, and magic immediately came back to everybody.
Okay. So it's only the 3 days they were missing, so to speak, or like you couldn't contact was cut?
In that time, yes, during that
Okay.
window.
Okay. Got it. Any mention of death in there that I see or anything about him?
You do not find anything about him.
Okay. And I guess if I have time, as I sort of like find just generals on that, I will start looking for things for death as well, specifically. I don't know if I have time for that though.
Okay. Well, Eleonora, why don't we jump over to you? Your investigation
Sure.
roll.
Ugh, investigation at disadvantage. It's gonna be
Good time.
Well, oh, that's why you need help. Okay, sorry. I
Yeah.
forgot because they're always rolling disadvantage.
Okay, 12.
Okay. You begin kind of scouring the library, looking for details. The only thing that you discover in your search is you find notes about him taking over during the Shudder for Ismeda.
Mm-hmm.
That he is a minor deity who briefly held the role that Ismeda normally holds during the Shudder. And then upon her return, he was removed from that role.
Is there any like way it was written of like if it was a negative or a positive or maybe like because Ismeda clearly sees him as a threat, so there any more elaboration to like any of that, like why they might think that or anything? Or is
Why
it
don't
more just
you
written like factual?
Roll an insight roll.
12.
Okay. It's a little hard to tell. It's kind of more like straight news, kind of how this is coming across, and not so much too much of a like, oh, this person took over and it was awful. Like it
Right.
really wasn't too biased one way or the other. It feels very down the middle to you.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. So if Winnie is able to help me, if we have time, I would take her help. If I can find anything else. If not, then that's okay.
I would, yeah, as I say, yeah, I guess it depends on if we have time, but I would like to help if I can.
Well, Euphemia, I believe, was coming into the library after wandering the gardens for a little bit.
Just catch my breath.
Yeah.
Go wallow in my chagrin of how that didn't work out. So funny. Yeah, I'll come find you eventually. After a short bit.
Okay. So you walk into the library, and with your passive insight, you are able to kind of notice that the librarians are there. They look like they're reading something and discussing something. They seem a little concerned about whatever they're looking at.
How close am I to them? Like, could I, if I stopped and listened, like, could I catch what they're saying or read their lips or?
They are talking like a little bit audibly, so you could stop and listen if you want to.
Yeah, I think I would stop and listen.
So you roll perception. How about that? We'll see what you overhear.
Oh, that's so painful. I'm gonna use my bless.
Yeah, D4.
Ooh,
Okay.
so much better. Okay, 14, even with disadvantage.
Okay. So you listen, and as they're talking, are you looking at them, or are you trying to avert your eyes?
Yeah, I would look at them a little bit, as long as they're not looking. If they seem like they're focused, I will look at them.
Okay. Just like, that's horrible. I hope everyone's all right. Sounds like it's really bad. Oh, those people of Northport. My goodness. I hope everything's okay there. It does not sound good, though. Like, whatever those monsters are, I don't know. It sounds awful.
Interesting. Okay, I will actually step up and just say quietly, did I hear you say monsters in Northport?
Oh, yeah, we just got a bit of information that sounds like there are monsters that are swarming around Northport right now.
This isn't the same as the the thing that happened during the shutter, right? With like
Oh.
Northport. Isn't that when that happened? The big gash in Northport?
Yes, that did happen then. This is different, it sounds like. Sounds like there are some sort of foul creatures that are in Northport and attacking people.
When did this start? Do you know?
Today.
I'm today. My companions and I are monster hunters, so any other information you have might be helpful, maybe.
Well, we're just reading about it. I believe the Watchlight has been informed, and I'm sure there are people there who are working on things.
Okay. Do you mind if I look at what you're reading?
Sure. And they just kind of show you this paper that they have. And basically what it says is just there are monsters that are attacking the people of Northport. Many casualties. And it's being investigated. And basically, don't go to Northport. That's kind of like what people are saying. Like, please, we advise you against
Stay-
traveling to Northport. Do
Yeah,
not travel
travel
to Northport.
advisory.
Travel ban on Northport.
And the
No, so
Watchlight.
we didn't lose when we changed, I guess, timelines. We didn't it's the same day it would have been on the other one too. It's just like we're in a different, right? Like the date's the same that it would
Yeah.
be normally.
Yes.
Okay.
It's
So this hasn't
9:20
happened
today,
yet, I guess,
correct?
right?
Correct.
Okay, got it.
Okay. I'll just take note of it and hand it back to them. Thank you. Hopefully somebody puts a stop to it soon.
Yes, hopefully they can take care of whatever the situation is.
And then I'll just go see if I can find
Okay.
Eleanor Head.
You are able to find them fairly easily. And I think we'll take a break right there. So, we'll be back shortly with our second half and see what may come of this new revelation. So stick around.
I know.
Dab doesn't know
I'm
yet, so
thinking
he's saved from any worry at this point.
so far.
But stick around for the second half and we'll see what we learn, everybody. We'll be back shortly. We are back, friends, and are ready for our second half here, as our players, or at least Euphemia, has heard some information about some happenings in the city of Northport, and met up with two others in the library currently. So what are you guys doing as you find them, Euphemia, in the library as they're studying?
I'm trying to look for. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Us or her?
All three of us have just.
Yeah, she found you in the library as you guys are like looking for
Yeah.
stuff about the shutter and death and stuff.
Are you both at the same table or are you like in different spots?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would assume.
Okay. I would honestly just quietly walk up and sit at the same table and I'll just wait for both of you. However long it takes for either of you to like look up. Since you both
probably
are
immediately.
reading.
So
I know.
yeah.
She's not gonna be like,
Yeah.
hi, and interrupt you.
That would.
I know he would. The librarians, when I walked in, there's monsters swarming Northport and attacking people. It just started today.
Oh
Mm.
wait, that didn't happen with us, did it?
Well,
Well,
we don't
none
know.
of this has happened yet.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
that we
that's
know
true.
of. Yeah, there's been a lot of casualties and Watchlight is investigating. That's pretty much what I was able to get, but
To know.
Mhm.
Let's not tell Davril until after our meeting with Bari.
Yeah, agreed.
yeah.
There's nothing we can do. I mean,
Yes.
nothing we can do right now anyway. But I hope Megan's okay.
Offended. Davril across the school grounds suddenly feels so offended for no reason.
Someone's offended me. Pop, pop, pop.
Stop. Just
But that's good to know. I'm glad you found that out, Euphemia. How did your meeting go? Or were you able to get a meeting?
he wasn't there. So I guess I'll have to see, maybe I can catch him later or something. I don't know.
Yes. All right. What time is it, Mark?
By the time all this has happened, she said she took about an hour out there. It's probably close to 3 o'clock time ish.
Okay. Do we have time to look up anything else, or?
You wanted to try to
We
look
have
for
time
one
to
more
look.
thing real quick? Probably could.
Yeah, with death, I guess.
Winnie's help.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, can I look for death things?
You can roll an
Okay.
investigation roll.
Do you want me
Okay.
to also roll at disadvantage, or do you want me to just keep my old roll?
I'll just have her roll for this because
Sure.
you already rolled for your side of things.
Okay. I'm gonna use one of my luck points because I rolled a 1.
Okay.
So I'd like to maybe just.
It's not meant to be.
Yeah, I guess
Uh-oh.
Nope,
not.
it's not because that was a 2. So no, it's not gonna happen. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's okay.
no.
I tried my best. Well, technically for a total of 3, so I apologize.
I mean, it fits with Winnie's backstory that studying in the library is a little bit
Yeah,
of her
yeah.
bane. So.
I can look too.
Not something I do
will
well.
also be at disadvantage.
I like books, but not here.
If
The
Euphemia
school
wants
stuff.
to look, you can. If not, that's okay. Like, either way.
I mean, I'd ask what you're looking for at a certain point. So if you want me to help, I can.
Sure.
You can roll
Why not?
your disadvantage investigation roll.
Yeah. I got a 19.
19.
Nice.
So you
I'm gonna say
also
4.
look around. The books that Eleanor already had are still on the table, so those are already removed from play. As you dig around, you do find mention of him in a book of minor deities, like in a section
Okay.
that's about them. It's not a lot of detail. It's very little. But what is known that you see that it's in that is that he is known for using souls to fuel magic. You find that in there. It's like a small little bit of detail.
Okay. I'm gonna bring the book over and just point to the spot and set it down at the table.
Who he's mentioned in? I read it.
Uh-huh.
I don't react, and I just go, "Oh, he is mentioned in minor deities. Interesting."
I was watching her face, honestly, because I know you've dropped this before, and Euphemia was
We
like,
talked about it a little bit, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's noted that you are not reacting.
Yeah.
She will remember this.
Yeah, I mean,
Wow.
she had said, like, in a conversation with us earlier that Death had said he uses evil souls. So,
Correct.
she distinguished that and felt that was all she needed to distinguish.
Right.
Did she ever distinguish that he used it for his own use, though? Or just that he uses them or does something with
He
them?
uses it for power, and she said that it fuels her power.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Okay.
With this being the source, it's curious that you still have. I mean, how is that even working right now?
That's what I'm wondering. Because technically we never made any sort of agreement.
Somehow you've managed to stay connected in spite of there being no connection.
Yes.
Here, like possible here.
Especially since in my stuff, when the deities were cut off, all the magic was cut off too. So like,
Right.
this is unusual. Yeah, I don't know how they're doing it though.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's even aware. Like, technically, this is my book in my bag. He pulled it out of a desk drawer and gave it to me. It's attached to another desk drawer where messages from me come in. Are they just sitting there? Did they not arrive? Did he give the book to someone else, technically, in this timeline? I don't know. There's a lot to think about.
If someone else
wish
had
we
it, would they
knew.
be able to see your writing?
I'm not sure.
I wish we knew someone that knew anything about this that we could ask without it being
Gigantic
problematic.
risk. Yes. I agree.
A cleric or someone.
I don't think he has many followers in general. So, I mean, I was the only one here.
Seems like
Do you want
would
to try
make
and
sense.
track down Lucy? Sorry, didn't hear you.
I would love to,
Actually, a good
but
point.
I don't know if she can even come here.
Oh, that's right. She
Because
wasn't here.
I think that's why I died, is because Lucy wasn't here to save me.
She either died or she doesn't have a connection to him anymore.
Or she was
or
off doing something else
What if
too.
it broke?
She might not. I suppose something could have happened in between that time. It seemed like she's been with him for a long time.
But what if she was here when that happened and her connection didn't make it or something?
Perhaps.
I don't know.
I'm not
how
sure.
this works.
Me neither. I assume Lucy didn't stay there very often because of the comment that I'm the only one here. So my theory is that he sent Lucy to go do some errand in Error Run. She encountered me, saved my life, all of that. But then, in this revised turn of events, he was not able to send her because no gods can access this plane. And Plato Travel is not working.
Mm-hmm.
So then I just died without intervention.
That certainly makes the most sense.
So it could be other things too. I mean, the possibilities are endless, to be honest.
Oh, I know.
But
I kind of hate it a little.
oh, so
A lot
much.
to think about.
So much. Hated. But I will keep trying to make contact as much as I can and hope it yields something. I'm not sure.
I'm sorry. You said he said you were the only person he had here.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And
That does
he had
make it
just begun
harder.
his involvement here when we met.
Right, it was new.
So
Yeah.
it was new. So he might know nothing about this place.
now.
Didn't he say he kind of knew it before? It was kind of of interest to him, right?
The previous plane here.
Yes. So, I mean, I'm not sure when he found out about it, like,
Yeah.
or if he'd always known about it and only chose to start looking into it a few months ago. I'm not sure what that
True.
process was.
Mm.
So, I'm not sure. I mean, our partnership isn't like clerics or other things like that, so I don't know how to even contact other than. I mean, he made mention that if I ever lost my book, he could give me a new one, but he just would have to know that I lost it in the first place. But if our sole source of contact is through the book, then how would he know?
He never gave you an explanation on that?
I could have asked, but to be honest, I wrote him the entirety of our adventure in Northport in that letter, and I just felt like it was too many questions. So I didn't ask him. I should have.
Do you think he's still in the other place and he isn't getting messages and now he wonders where you are?
I think that he doesn't know I'd exist. I wonder if he doesn't know anything about any of this, but maybe he can sense that something is taking his power.
You would think.
I would sure.
If he
sure
did
he'd
know
be
that,
aware
I
of
think he'd.
that.
If he were, I feel like he'd be curious enough to explore it or send someone after you, which could be good.
That's what I'm hoping.
Or bad. He just wants to stop whatever is taking his power without his consent. That he
I have a feeling he'd be
Okay.
more curious than anything.
I have enough proof, I think, that it won't be a problem.
And I mean, this plane was of interest to him before. I think it'd be an interest to him even more if he wasn't able to access it, right? Like he would be even more curious, and even if
I
he
would
didn't know
think.
who was siphoning his power, I think he'd come out with curiosity first instead of like trying to strike you down or something. I think I don't know. Obviously, I don't know him very much, but if I were him, that's how I'd handle it.
He seems very level-headed. I'm not afraid that he's going to try to hunt me down or something. But I could certainly understand if he may be cautious or think it's some sort of trick. I mean, the whole thing sounds insane. The other thing is, does this timeline affect other planes, or is it just ours? Because perhaps Death and everybody else is aware of us.
Right. And we're just stuck here. Like
and we're
little
stuck here.
bugs in a
Maybe the mishap only happened in this
aquarium or
plane.
something.
Like, yeah, like the timeline only happened in this plane and not others. So like, maybe he does know about you, he just isn't able to access you, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the other possibility.
That'd be the ideal. If everything were normal outside of this plane, I guess, and we didn't just completely switch everything.
I know. I would prefer that too. Well, thank you for helping me. I appreciate it. It does seem that even in a library like this, he's somewhat elusive. But
Mike,
we can.
You got a blessing, you know? You didn't see that already?
Thanks. I feel blessed.
But after finding this info, it's getting pretty close to that meeting time. So.
Scooch along.
Yeah, we'll go.
Okay. So you guys are going at 4 o'clock.
Before for a little bit. I think we're meeting with Dav.
Okay.
Yeah, we're trying to maybe get there a little bit early.
Yeah, kind of like position him like outside the hallway, you know, so he's like away from everything, but easy to go grab when we're ready for him.
Okay.
I feel like I'm in timeout.
A bit. And I pat his shoulder.
So you leave him a little ways away, and you can go to the shop if you want.
Davro pats his own head.
In consolation.
It's okay, Dav. You tried your best.
This is what it feels like.
Okay.
I just around a corner, just probably watch another class or something like that.
Highs or lows?
Highs or lows?
Yep.
See if she's there.
highs, I guess.
Okay. So you have her like iron or steel door that's there in front of you.
Okay, I knock.
Okay. Boom, boom, boom. There's no answer.
No.
Is this before 4?
It's slightly before 4, yeah.
Okay, I'll wait till 4.
I'll just wait until 4.
Yeah.
You wait a little bit. 4 o'clock comes and passes.
Knock again.
I have
You
like
did
8
say-
minutes at the house.
Nothing.
Ernest did say 4, correct?
Did you say the house? Wait, I don't remember. Hold on. Can I
Wait,
like
Mark, are you
immediately-
tricking us? Because I thought it was 4. If it was 3, we would have been on time.
No, it's 4:30, guys. But
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay. I thought it was 4. I wrote down
So
4.
funny.
I
So-
thought it was 3. You were trying to make us forget the meeting. I'm
About-
We missed this for a second time.
about 4:15, Vari comes marching down
hilarious
the
would that
hallway.
be?
Sure. Okay.
She doesn't go
We're
past
so prompt.
Dab to get
Yeah.
to her office, does she?
So you said you're not very far, are you, from the doorway?
I'm like, yeah, like one of the hallways around the corner. You know, another classroom.
Would we remember that the meeting was at 4:30 at some point when we're sitting there?
you guys all said 4 multiple times. So
Yeah.
Sure. Well,
It's like one of those group
afterwards,
things
I
where
know.
Sure.
everyone starts
yeah, you're
reminding
like,
each other.
oh, maybe it was 4:30. Okay, yeah. You're all tired. Yeah,
No.
Oh,
That is
yeah.
nice.
Oh,
you're a little
yeah.
exhausted.
So-
so.
It's so funny.
But she comes
So-
marching down the hallway and just looks and sees you standing there down. Just, what are you doing here?
Hi.
Hmm?
I am watching
out,
this
come on.
classroom.
So you're a stalker. Okay. I should have you removed from premises.
He just goes around the corner, guys.
She looks and
here.
sees you 3 standing outside her door. Oh, it's you.
They have a meeting with you. They have a meeting with you.
You're with him?
Vari, hello. My associate Davril is not the best with words, and may have come across in ways that was not intended. I was hoping we could speak. We have many things of interest to talk to you about.
Give me a persuasion roll. Still a disadvantage because of your exhaustion.
Still at disadvantage.
We do have rerolls.
You all have
I
rerolls
know.
I know. I've been saving it for a.
Do you?
Is it a one
can we-
reroll or do we reroll at disadvantage
still. You
again?
reroll the same conditions of the previous
Yeah.
roll.
Yeah. Okay. Because I got a 17. I just can't tell if that's enough for me to feel okay with or not.
Mm-hmm.
Can I
Try to do-
throw her my blessing?
Yeah.
Someone
What,
could try
like-
to get her one though if there's a chat blessing available. Someone could really try real
Yeah.
quickly and see if it goes to her.
I mean, I could try again. I just 17 is like somewhat decent.
Yeah, that's
It's up
hard.
to you. Do you want to keep
What's
it?
your persuade? What's your modifier, Rachel?
Plus 10.
Oh, okay.
Jeez.
That's
Yeah. So I rolled
Do you
a
have to
7.
use the reroll if you do it, or is it like you get to choose?
I'm just gonna say it's a reroll, so it's
Yeah.
reroll of
You keep it?
Yep.
Okay. I'll use it.
you are using your reroll. Okay, let me mark it off.
Yeah.
Go for it. Just playing the odds.
ones.
50-50.
Okay. 17. Still.
Let's roll the
Same?
7 again.
Okay.
Right.
That's
All
okay.
that trauma.
It was
Well,
meant to
it
be.
wasn't lower, at least.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
She like looks at you and she grabs onto your arm, Dab, and just starts pulling you towards the her office. So you want to meet with me?
Okay.
Let's go. And just drags you all in there, unlocks the door, throws it
He
open,
just looks at her like,
like tosses you into a chair, basically, Dab, and stands and is like, "Come on, let's go inside. I don't have all day."
Yeah, I'll come in quickly.
She'll slam the door shut.
All right.
Kind of walk over to some of her tools and just start like fidgeting with them. What do you want?
All right, Vari. Did you hear about the 4 people that were supposedly dead and now have come back to life in the past 2 days? Or do I need to regale you with that quickly? Because that is us.
I have heard rumors of that.
All right.
You can
So-
confirm it with Watchlight if you need to.
Yes. Watchlight is confirming right now. They already feel like we are mostly all the way there. Just checking out some details. But the reason why we wanted to meet with you specifically is because we have existed in a sort of reality where we didn't die. And in that reality, we were in a loose partnership with you to explore mishaps. Primarily because we had a mishap affliction, and we still do, where we have accelerated mishaps that happen constantly, all the time, more than normal, sometimes 7 to 8 per minute if we're casting spells. You were very intrigued by this. We were very much we very much were impressed by your work with Fusor, and we had hoped you could help us with this. You told us many things about your work and how you could contain mishaps in Fusor. And so we were showing you mishaps and we were talking about it. There's more to be said. Honest, are you following so far?
She is like watching you guys, and as she's like scanning, she looks at Dav.
Hands go up. Like, doesn't like go up.
Sorry.
And Dav, are you still wearing the armor that she made?
That she made?
She helped make like, your gauntlet
Or
punchy
the
things.
gauntlets.
Oh.
I forgot about
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot she did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she like looks over at you, walks over, and like grabs onto your arm and is like holding up, like looking at it and examining it.
Mhm.
Did you make these?
Oh, right. Well, started on it. I forgot about that. You helped me improve them.
Yeah, craftsmanship this good is only done by me. She tosses it down.
I love her so much.
I missed her.
So, multiverse.
Potentially? We have no idea. A mishap did it, though. That's the key thing here.
Yeah.
At least a break in
Somehow-
time.
A mishap jumped you to a different version of your existence.
Yes.
Yep.
It was like
or
a
erased
big
your old
crack.
existence and made a new one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We just dug up our bodies, or their bodies. It was them.
Oh, the rest.
Wait, are you saying a whole different existence of us, more than just a time
Could be.
loop?
There are plenty of theories out there that every decision that a person makes could potentially branch into a whole other existence from that point forward. There could be an infinite number of existences out there with this theory.
Sure.
Oh.
Oh,
Wow, that's a lot to think about.
Imagine a die being cast and different numbers come up each universe.
that's outrageous. Sure, it'd be weighted to one side normally, or ones or something.
Perhaps, but that is the theory.
Would Dav had come across anything like this with Akrol?
Hmm.
Give me we'll just do a history roll.
18, 17. What are these rolls today? Is that history?
Yep.
So 21.
you probably have heard of this a little bit. I don't know if there's been extensive study because there's not much that can be like found out about it because it's very like abstract and out there
Theorized,
thoughts.
abstract, yeah.
But you maybe have heard of it before.
I feel like you probably dismissed that part of it and maybe more on the time travel side of it. But interesting. Okay. And Dab just kind of sinks back into the chair as if like what she said is something he hadn't even considered yet.
Is there a point where these frequent mishaps started, or has it always been this way for you?
It was during a ritual where we all were trying to be monster hunters. So the four of us were at a table back in Heaven's Reach. And the ritual had a mishap. And what you saw, multicolored lights or something, go into all of us. And from then on, we've all been connected. We feel static in the back of our necks. For the possibility of a mishap increasing. You can feel it across
Risk.
town.
Yeah.
Oh, give her the report. Give her the report.
Oh, yes, we actually had recorded all of the mishaps that we'd seen and remembered. And I'd
You
like
don't have to
give it
grade it.
her.
I mean, if you want to grade it, that'd be actually kind of nice. But
I'm
I mean,
not
you don't have to grade
grading
it.
this. She just takes the paper and looks at it.
Or at least if you want to give us your thoughts on it.
She keeps looking at the paper. This is quite a
Dab
list.
seems like he's turning right into a student again.
Seems like quite a list.
Funny.
That's only in the last month.
So, was that maybe potentially when, like, a marker was put down and the rewriting began from there?
Except that in this new existence, Eleonora wasn't
I was
with
there.
us.
Present for that ritual. She would have never met us.
So the consequences of it go past that.
So it was something prior to that point.
Must have been,
So
potentially. But
Potentially.
is the mishap directly connected then to this multiverse switch, or is it something that is just because of chance that it's connected?
You
When
mean
we-
the... Go ahead.
It seems
I was
like
gonna say-
you have a difference from prior to that moment of your frequent mishaps.
Our interaction that brought us to this existence was what we have dealt with in our perspective are cracks of mishap energy.
in the
Fusion of
Yes.
all of the schools of magic together or threaded. Any sort of identify cannot lock onto it, but it's this pink energy that brings up mishap potential. We can feel it every time we get near. There's a large one in Yellow Fields. I'm sure you're aware of Huneric.
It was the first,
It was the first.
so we know of.
Right.
There's one in
He
Lakeside that you were investigating. Also.
But that
Sorry.
was later.
right. His project ended up from what we've heard, there's a big mishap that his tower exploded. And that's what started this series of events that would have caused us to die, so we would have been saved. However, in our timeline, we went back to it because it was reacting,
Mm-hmm.
and we got seemingly killed by an outlash of energy from it. And yet we woke up 3 miles away near here.
And we were supposed to be
Three-
dead.
3
Also-
days away.
The big shift to note is that in our reality, or whatever you want to call it, we could contact gods freely. I went to a cleric to inform or to ask about the state of the soul of my late husband, and was able to get an answer from his mater within 2 days. But here, that is not the case, apparently. 3-4 months ago, they've gone silent. Plane or travel doesn't work. It did then, where we were.
Mhm.
Eleonora, how long ago would you have died in this reality?
2 months ago.
2 months?
Yes.
So 1 month prior. Okay.
So you're saying there are rifts and cracks that are forming that show this pink energy?
Yes. Creatures were coming out of it as well.
Yeah,
Occasionally.
a creature came out of one.
Kinda like
Is there a
Northport.
connection to
Oh,
Northport?
he doesn't know that. I'm just kidding. He doesn't know
There
that.
was one. There was one in Northport.
She will say that, like,
that
though, is it
occurred.
related to something in Northport? Because there was the initial crack that some stuff has been known to come from. She will say that.
There was another rift that happened in Northport while we were there recently, a few weeks ago, a week or a couple
That's what
weeks ago.
sent us
now.
here, right?
Flashlight took care of that though. No.
I mean, I have not heard of
Okay.
any rifts besides the one in Northport. That's the only one I've heard of. Ashley, you get
Oh,
a
is there-
D4.
Yay!
Oh yeah, wait. So when she was talking about the Northport thing, was she talking about the big rift
The-
5 years
the one
ago?
with the
That's what she was
shutter?
talking
The
about?
one during the shutter.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I just wanted to make
Mhm.
sure. We have so many
Yeah.
different rifts
Yeah.
going
I know.
on. It's,
Yep.
it
That's
gets
why I-
confusing.
That's why I said there was another one that happened.
Okay,
'cause-
gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's different.
So a second one that is not
Yes.
here.
It's not here. None of them are here. At least from what
Right
we know.
now. Yeah.
So that was actually a rift that created that large part
During
in the
the-
city.
During
During
the
the shutter?
shutter, something.
Oop.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
During the shutter that happened, we heard about that from Leon. I think told us about it,
I couldn't remember if it was an actual rift or if it was just like some sort of big
or like some kind of just. I think he just said it was like
a big accident.
It was underwater, so I guess we don't even know
Yeah.
if there was
Deep
mishap energy
underwater,
underneath it or anything. Yeah.
but stuff comes out of it that's all mutated and weird.
Right.
He said, yeah.
So Bavar, you've heard of it as been called a rift?
Well, yes, there's the rift through Northport that split the city, split that whole peninsula.
Yes. This one with the creatures coming out of it, it was more not mutated. Well, I guess they were mutated creatures in some way. And we fought some. And
It
then
was
after,
a creature. Yeah.
it was a mishap
Oh.
energy.
Yeah. It was the same pink stuff.
It mimicked our spells. It seemed to be learning
Yeah.
from us or something.
It was almost absorbing things. And like
I passed
transmuting
a lot
them.
of different absorb element type spells as well. You couldn't really lock on to any sort of one specific element.
Yeah.
It was like it was all but nothing at the
It
same
was-
time.
It was transmuting everything into whatever it wanted. Kind of how it felt when we passed through that energy as well.
This plane is supposed to be built upon the convergence of all the schools of magic,
Yes.
and to be a place to have magical breakthroughs because of the close connection to everything.
Well, it's breaking.
Or it was.
Or it was.
The other one. It was happening faster and faster.
It felt, I'm not sure if it was true, because it was popping up in other places that we weren't. But
Yeah.
there were cracks that happened in the places that we were, and a few of them.
Mhm.
And that was also a bit alarming. We didn't know if our mishap affliction influenced that somehow.
Well,
Accelerated it.
this world does not seem to have any rifts besides the one in Northport. I have not heard of anything happening since that point. So perhaps it is good that that is what's happening here. Everything is stable.
Except for the gods.
And
And not leaving the
mishaps we
plane.
keep getting.
And the what you've been getting?
The rate of mishaps we still get.
Well, I'm not sure if that's connected or not, but I don't even know if these rifts or this jump is connected to you even.
What do you mean by that?
Well, it sounds like there is an event prior to when these mishaps happened to you that set your world and my world on different pathways.
Yes.
Unless, like you said, they're just infinite based on everyone's infinite amount of choices.
I'm just saying the point that the split happened is prior to when you had your mishap connection.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Sorry, it's a little abstract because you could say there's a split or just a jump from one infinite existence to another. But yes, from our perspective, the split happened prior.
Just imagine them
our
continuing
ritual.
to branch out further and further. I'm looking for where that split would
The
happen.
point is, yes.
See if there's anything that can be drawn from that.
I don't know if this is true, but my thought is I wonder if something had to do with something with the wizard in Yellowfield. Because
that was about the time. Yeah.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
around the time that the gods will have said to have gotten blocked off was around the time that that explosion happened in the
Mhm.
tower.
What if he was doing some sort of elevation ritual?
We did see a ritual on the ground when we were there, remember?
Was it a teleportation circle, I think?
It was.
Something
Or
similar
something
to that.
like that. I don't know exactly what it was.
What do you mean elevation ritual?
The idea that isn't the theory that all deities, or some, have origin in mortality?
Well, they all do.
Maybe there's a new god. Or one that wanted to take down the others and have blocked them out somehow.
Or someone who tried and failed and blew
In
it.
our timeline, but could have succeeded in what they were accomplishing in this one.
It could even be another mishap that caused this. I mean, the possibilities are vast.
I want to know what he's working on. Or worked on.
The
It's up
wizard?
north of here. Why don't you go?
Was a plan of mine.
Okay. You gonna sit
I don't-
around, or are you gonna do something about it?
I think that is something we're considering. When it comes to, I don't know, did you have any other thoughts on this whole occurrence, or any theories or insights?
Everything has been behaving strangely, and it's hard to make sense of anything. I am very focused on trying to manage mishaps, especially here at the school. And that's why I've been consulted with by other people in the area about that. That is what my primary focus is on. As your friend has tried to steal from me because of my crafting to keep the school safe. That is my focus, and I hope to do it across the plane.
Have you noticed a change of frequency or a difference in the mishaps within these past 3 months?
That I'm aware of.
Good to know. Has your shipments of Fusor been coming in regularly, and are they any different?
Just say, has it behaved differently than it did before?
Everything
Bloody.
seems to be running fine.
Hmm.
But perhaps this disconnect from the gods relates to a mishap. Perhaps it just will take time to undo, as some seem to have a time limit on it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good point, actually. If it is a mishap. Some of it is permanent, but
There we go.
yes.
I lost my sense of smell. Got it back though, somehow. But it was permanent until something seemed to fix it.
Perhaps something like that needs to happen. Maybe your frequent mishaps could hit that thing that needs to be hit. Perhaps you can go
Accidentally
to
restart
Hunrik, and if you think he is involved, work with him and try to get mishaps after mishaps to try to correct something. I don't know.
It felt like the world we were in was falling apart, so I think we're very cautious about mishaps in general and casting magic. Especially since sometimes they seem to have negative consequences.
That is a good question, though. What are the consequences for a world that falls apart? If there is a multiverse,
For the other worlds, you mean?
if one world falls apart, how many other worlds could fall apart? What happens to those on those worlds?
What
I've
sort
never-
of interconnectivity do they have?
I've never heard reports of different versions of a person coming into the afterlife.
That's what we were wondering. Like, does Maida judge us here?
And send us.
And then if
Through
we
again,
died
so-
again, is it affecting anywhere
Or-
outside of this plane?
Are there multiple versions of all the gods now, too?
That's what we were wondering too. If they're going to be the same or if they're different.
This is very distressing.
Yeah.
Kind of
So
exciting.
if we're kind of proof of this theory being at least somewhat real, what do you think? What do you think, I guess? Do you think there's
I mean, if you're not a
Yeah.
bunch of conmen trying to rob from me
Yeah.
like your friend has attempted to,
No, Bari. We were partners. I mean that.
Clearly not capable of being a con man.
I mean, you potentially
had a
could have
few
stolen
drinks.
that as well.
Oh.
I can talk my way out of most things. I wouldn't be able to con my way out of a box.
If what you're saying is true, I don't think we have enough to go off of to fully understand this at this point. And I do not have time to dedicate to this at this point in time.
Right.
If there is more that you can discover about this and details that you can bring to me, perhaps I can be of some assistance. But at this point, I need to continue my focus on trying to expand my mishap suppression.
I'm just having about a deja vu. I feel like we've had this conversation before. Sorry.
That is understandable. I think most of what the purpose of this meeting was for you to be aware that this is happening. Because, again, you were very helpful to us when we talked to you last time. And you had many good insights, and we did find you to be an expert of these things.
A lot of respect, and I fumbled our first impression. I apologize.
Don't do it again.
Of course.
Technically, I can't promise that.
It's true. Oh, I don't want to think about going somewhere else.
Sorry.
More distressed as it is.
Dav kind of gives Eleanor a look and just kind of makes some sort of like scratching to his wrist, almost in a way of like wondering, are we asking about the item?
Yeah, I mean, I guess Eleonora will say, Vari, you might also like to know. We did work with you a bit on developing a portable mishap suppression device. It did not come with us, unfortunately. But it was useful. And I have like a sketch I did of the device. I just kind of like show her. Obviously, I don't know like how it works aside from like the basics, you know, but
The shape and like, yeah.
Didn't
Yeah.
come with you?
didn't come with us.
Did all
Back
of your
to
stuff
this.
come with you, or did you have to get new stuff here?
Things came with it. We were, but it was not with us at the time.
So is this item something that have a reason to not go with you?
Just that it wasn't with us when we went to the crack that killed us.
It was whatever was on us at the time.
I see.
Anything we left behind was left behind. We don't know what's happened to it, I guess.
I'm gonna need a deception roll at this point from
Okay.
I mean,
From
it's the truth.
Eleanor, Winnie, and Dav at this point,
Oh.
because you are all hiding
Oh,
stuff.
It's a minute truth.
You are hiding stuff at this point.
I'm gonna re-roll.
You usually reroll it. Okay.
That's a 1.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
This is when wisdom knows to keep her mouth shut.
I am going to reroll as well.
Okay,
I'm
reroll
using my reroll, not my luck points. I'm using a reroll.
I rolled a 17 and an 18.
Ah,
So,
I rolled a
24.
19.
Girl.
Oh, do I have any
Uh-oh.
extra interception?
Okay,
I don't think I
so
have any.
19 for Winnie, right?
Sorry, making sure I don't have any extra deception. Yeah, 19.
And you said what, Rachel?
I had a 24 because I rolled a 17 and 18 on the die.
Ooh, very nice, very nice. And
That's
Dav,
great.
what did you get?
Yeah.
Your boy used his re-roll because he rolled a 1.
Mm-hmm.
Then rolled a 7, so he used his blast.
Okay.
So he's up to a 12. Perception.
All right.
Oh boy.
She like looks between all of you and looks at you, Dav. I feel like you are not being completely honest with me, but okay.
Well,
When he's feeling very guilty about
we. So she just looks at Dav and like sighs a little bit, and then she just says, "Vari, we got robbed, essentially.
we're trying to
So-
potentially get it back. But we didn't mean
Yes,
to.
it was
Yeah,
something that we were
Let's kick one time.
trying to get back until."
So you got beat up and robbed.
Or we were gonna bring you a dragon egg because you said you wanted one, so we thought we'd do that if we.
That's why I said the thing about the bronze dragon egg.
We were gonna. You said you
Yes.
wanted a dragon egg, so we were gonna try and get you that, but then we got taken here.
But yes,
We were
So-
trying to be reckless. We promised.
Let's just get this out. You want me to build you another one of these?
I'm not sure because I'm not really even sure if we can afford it, but I don't know what your price is, and we are very much trying to get our ground here.
It sounds
was
like my
foremost-
price is 1 bronze dragon egg.
Yeah. The main reason was for you to know that it's possible in what you did. And second, to be aware of what that means. Thirdly, though, yes, if we can get our hands on that or even more gold to make it worth your while, eventually, that would be something in our ventures that is probably going to be something we'll need because the more this happens to us, the less easiness we have. But we didn't want to put that out there. That's why we were not being the most forefront with that, because we weren't going to impose that on you at this point. But we very impressed with what you created, and it saved us many, many times. It worked.
Of course it did. So, my price is
Yes.
if you would like this, is 1 bronze dragon egg. You bring me that, I'll give you it.
Good to know.
All right.
Would you
Yeah.
like me to start
That's good.
building it? Or do you not want to deal with the bronze dragon?
Well, first of all, there was something you asked us before you built this last time. You asked if we wanted to be rid of the mishap affliction, or if we wanted to control it, or suppress it. And I think we said suppress, because we weren't sure if we could get rid of it. Do you, along this line of thinking, think it's possible to get rid of it entirely?
Perhaps your frequency may be reduced to get rid of it entirely. That is what I've been working on doing in my time here.
I see.
But that is not just for you, it is for everyone.
It's
on
for
the plane.
everybody.
Your
Yes.
specific situation, I do not know. It may be a time-related thing. It may be connected to something else. Your
Right.
colors that you saw, I don't know what that is, but perhaps it relates to that.
Big man is blue.
Do you think that? And then you also asked something about controlling it. Is that something you're also looking into as well?
If it can be controlled, yes.
Do you think it's possible? Or is it more just theory at this point?
It is mainly theory, as the amount of energy that there is coming from these mishaps, nothing's perfect at this point.
I see.
Fascinating if we could utilize that energy for power
It would be.
instead of.
There could be great potential if someone can harness
Harness
that.
it.
Control when it happened, even.
'Cause we did experience many good things that aided us alongside the bad. I mean, if we could tip it towards the good, it might help greatly. But
Yes. So all these are things of my study
looking into
that I'm
I see.
hoping to find out what I can do one way or the other.
Well, I'm glad you are, Vari. I'm glad somebody is. As for the device, I think where we heard last time, a bronze dragon dragon age. Oh no!
Oh,
Oh,
boy.
there she goes.
I love dragon age. Okay, anyway, a bronze dragon egg is on about the opposite direction of where we need to be going. There are many connections we need to establish, and some very time-sensitive issues. So
You
if
would
that is your
also-
only price and not money, then I'm
Right.
not sure what we can do.
Well, based off of your associations, I need payment before I give you something.
Of course, of course.
Technically, unassociations at this point. Just put that out there.
Well-
but yes, we 100% agree. Down payment. You had put an 800 gold mark on it last time. Is that somewhere in the ballpark still?
It's 1 bronze dragon egg, if you would like
Okay.
this item. You should
Not
have some
even
time
gold
then
at
for
this
me to
point.
make it.
Sure. Well,
It sounds
Is
like you
there- do you
promised
know-
it before. So,
well, it was.
Well, it was that or money, honestly. So we were going to save up and give you the money instead. Because
But like we said, we have pressing matters right now. If we find one and come back, we will definitely present you with one. I don't think that will be on the table at the moment, though. In the nearest future.
if
I'll take my time on making.
all right, that works for us, I think. Do you want to keep the sketch? I don't know if you need it, but
Sure, she'll take
I
it.
didn't know if it would be helpful for you.
Version 2.0.
Vari,
Yeah.
is there? Do you want it as we go? do you want us to keep in contact with you at all? Or do you just want us to let you know when we're back in Lakeside? How interested are you in developments of this situation?
You had wanted our mishap information before.
Most things I hear about, to begin with, about things in the world, but if there are specific things to you, you can definitely send them to me. If you're in town, potentially I can meet with you.
Sure. All right. Is there a way you could keep an eye on something for me? I don't think it will come up, but
What are you asking?
Well, my name is Eleanor Edivane. Mines. Same person.
See.
And I have concerns about what's happening there. Fusor, it seems to be all right, but if you notice a difference ever or something strange, could you tell me?
Okay, sure. I'll ask for a lot of favors.
Sorry.
Is there anything you want? I'm happy to look into it as well.
Other than the
One
egg.
bronze. Right.
She's killing me.
We know our cost. We're just offering
Of course.
us to keep an eye
yes.
on anything else. That's all. Well, I feel like our time is been quite useful. We won't
Helpful.
bother you too much longer.
Yes. Keep. Or you made a copy, didn't you, Davil? You always make a copy of the list of mishaps. All right. All right. If you want to keep the copy of mishaps, I don't know if it would be helpful to you.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Sure.
specifically made for you,
I'll keep that too.
for your
Sure.
browsal. And
If we find anything, we'll let you know.
or even like a peer-to-peer, like, read
No.
through as well.
I know.
As an academic,
Thank you.
one would always publish our own works among friends.
Are you-
peers, respect?
What?
Are you from an institution somewhere?
Mhm. Of sorts, yes.
What is that?
This is not gonna help him.
The academic library up north from, God, I always forget it, Icewall. Outside Icewall.
That cult?
Yes, it was partially a unfounded bad cult, but there were many of us that were fine researchers and academics in quite an astute library that did not participate in the attempted summoning of anything cultish. And in reality, most colleges are considered a cult of knowledge in the first place by definition.
No.
So, but
nope. Davril,
that's all-
time. Nope.
that's
Time
all
to be
I'm gonna
done.
say.
It's time to be done.
That's all I'm
Vari,
saying.
he's rambling because you both were somewhat good associates and a bit of friends last time, and so I think because got off on a bit of a wrong foot, he's spiraling a bit. I just kind of like rub your back, Davril.
I just want to be seen as an equal and an academic. And then he just like takes his report and starts walking out.
Oh, your copy of your report,
Like,
not hers.
not her
Yeah.
copy, but like his own
Yeah.
copy. And just like shoulders down as he's walking out. Thank you, Vari, for the armor. It was amazing.
Just shakes her head.
I'm so sorry about him. So sorry.
Are you all done? Anything else?
Yes. Thank you very much, Vari. This was very helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
So we'll leave promptly.
Can I insight check her just like as we're leaving? Just want to see like her vibe check.
Sure.
Okay. Science, yeah. 18.
She looks a little exasperated to you. just
Fair.
a little kind of like, oh my goodness, I gotta put up with all this.
Like, I hate
Right.
these
But
meetings.
also, she does believe. I guess she can tell that we're like sincere. I guess at least to an extent. don't know
I
if
mean, she
it's-
doesn't look like she thinks you're crazy or something, but she just
Okay,
looks like
that's good.
Believing.
she's just
Yeah.
done with this
There's a
conversation.
possibility.
Okay, cool. Just curious.
Vari did not join the college for the people part of it. She joined
No.
to invent things. So I'm sure the
To
meetings
study.
are like her least
Yeah.
favorite part of the day already.
It's just her
Made it way
thing
worse.
she has to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a means to her own personal studies. So
Yes.
It totally
yeah.
is. It totally
They
is.
got the money. Yeah.
all right.
I'm
So
most wizards, and I got to be honest.
you leave her office and are able to head wherever you would like to now.
Can we catch up with Dav?
I mean, I assume he didn't run off. He's probably just like out in the hallway
Yeah.
or something, right?
Oh my goodness.
Like- It's like kicking a rock, just like always get the door slammed on the door. Like even changed my jacket and still do. So it's a fun. One day they're gonna read all about me. Hey guys, sorry.
You did
That went
so
well.
good. Almost still. Yes. No, it did. It went well. Good information.
Got it worked out. I was with you, right? Because
Yes.
backed into that one.
Totally forgot about that.
Yeah, me too.
So that's good. The wizard seems more and more something
our
to look
next.
into first before anything else.
Yeah. I agree.
I do not like the idea of infinite universes, by the way.
No.
Not that it was her fault. I mean, it's a theory, but I don't want it to be true.
Seriously.
Kind
At
of.
least a little bit true, though. I mean, right?
Well, it's either that or there's one
Right.
timeline and it was rewritten.
Yeah.
What scares me is the idea of interacting with our own selves from another timeline, or bad people interacting with more people from another reality. Anyways, sorry. There's a lot of potentials from that line of thought.
If there was a reality where I was this close to getting into Shadowrock, and then I left it, I don't know. I don't know if I can handle that, to be honest.
I mean, think of it this way. There's a timeline where you're perfectly fine. Your brother's safe. And you are
Maybe.
in Shadowrock.
The thought of
Okay.
any timeline where anyway.
Yeah.
I don't like the thought. I hope it's not
I don't know
true.
that it's helpful to dwell on. Anyhow, there's not much we can do about that part.
Very true. Very practical. I approve. Is there anything else we need to do?
I might still go see if I can figure out when Neil will be back.
Sure. What are you hoping to gain? Just what was in the book?
He had kind of indicated that he might be able to help more if I was willing to give him more details about the curse.
I see.
So I really wanted to see what was in that book. It seemed like it was important, but maybe what I told Addison could also be helpful to give him. I don't know. My thought was maybe as someone who researches them, he could give us some ideas on how to help control it or suppress it in the meantime. Or even what to look for when we go to the swamps.
Mm-hmm. probably a good idea. It would be interesting to see what insights he had that were different from the Dalmine Temple.
That was my thought too.
I don't know if you should. Actually, the more we think about it, maybe you shouldn't go alone.
We can go.
You got nothing else to do?
Yes, I don't think I have anything else on the agenda today other than.
What time are we expected to be back at the Halors for dinner? Mark?
We're just gonna ask, or I was gonna do.
Yeah, I guess we probably would want to try and make it to dinner.
I mean, it's coming close because you guys had your meeting at 4:30 and dinner's approaching.
True.
Winnie,
If you, I can always check back with them if you guys need to go on ahead. That's okay.
I was going to ask, did you want some privacy?
Yeah, did you want to try to talk to them?
We're not leaving today, are we? Or tonight or tomorrow?
Not that aware.
I'm not
Depends.
sure. We'll probably leave soon. I'm guessing. I don't know how much we have to do here.
Sort of waiting for Watchlight. Lyons, Mr. Lyons.
If it's okay with you guys, I think I'll wait just a minute. Just not. I don't think I'm gonna talk to them tonight, if that's okay. So I don't need privacy, but I can check back with them if we. I don't know. I'm waiting for the right time. I know it sounds weird, but I want to find the time that I feel ready. And I don't know.
Yeah.
Something about tonight makes me feel not good. So but I can, if you guys need to go, I can always just check back with them and let them know that you guys will be late if you need, or save
go with
food
you.
for you. We can just eat together.
Yeah, I'll go with you. You
Okay.
guys can go to
Sure.
Neil's. At least prepared off.
All right. We'll meet you back soon.
Well, if something happens, or when should we start looking for you if you don't hear anything? When should we be worried? I don't know. I'm just worried.
I'm not sure. I mean, I wouldn't imagine it would take more than an hour, but
Okay,
we're also on school grounds, so
that's true. Okay,
relatively
just
safe.
making sure.
All right.
Then yeah,
We'll see you
we'll
soon.
head back. Good luck.
Okay. Two of you back to Winnie's home. The others heading towards Neil's office again.
The scene of my crime.
Yeah. As you all leave though and kind of go out into the outside part of the school again, like the courtyards and stuff, you do notice that there are a gathering of people that are kind of forming in one section of the courtyard.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
Before we split, are we able to
Yeah, maybe we'll
do
go
that
look.
together?
This is
Yeah.
prior to you splitting,
Yeah.
so if you guys want to.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can go
that'd
look.
be
yeah.
good.
Definitely want to go look.
And just as you approach, you kind of hear these people like, yeah, I really hope the people in Northport are okay. Sounds really scary, whatever's happening over there.
Oh yeah.
And
What's happening in Northport?
who do you ask that to?
Just kind of look to the others. You guys hear anything about Northport?
Oh,
Yes.
we're going to tell you after the meeting because you knew it would get in your head, potentially.
Thanks.
Monsters. You already
There's
know us that
monsters
far. I'm
swarming
sorry.
Northport.
Said what?
There's monsters swarming Northport, and killing people.
Like more than our cracks have been?
I don't know.
They just said
We
there was a
don't know.
lot
Vague.
of casualties, and Watchlight was investigating, and it started today. That's all I know.
Thank you.
Well, Kendra knows how to take care of herself. She's
She's very skilled.
I think again,
not
I mean, I've never
good.
seen Egan do anything, but I feel like he has some hiding places or something. I don't know. I feel like he'd be crafty.
Is anybody
Here's-
in the crowd like saying anything else that we haven't heard yet?
You probably would hear some people like, I heard it's like locked down, like I don't know, and some people are saying like, man, I've heard like half the city's dead and stuff like that.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
That's really bad.
Hey.
Okay.
People just all turn to look at
Debbie?
you.
That just
Hey always
surprises me
gets
sometimes.
me.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna come out like that, and then Dab's just like, "Hey,
It just busts out of
East
him.
or West Side? Do you guys know? Or like
The whole
everything?
city, yeah.
Do you guys hear where it originated from?
I don't know. I think the east side, I'm not sure.
That would have been the thuggish side, right?
Yeah.
Where same places last time?
That
We would've
is the
known.
side that, you know, Kinder is strongly associated to, that the
Yeah.
pack is strongly associated to. Like,
Snail
That's-
was over there.
that's where you guys spent a lot of time.
Right? Can
Mm.
I'll like whisper this and make sure no one else is like hearing. But I'm gonna whisper over and be like, you don't think it's the snail, dude? Like, if the auction went on and no, I'm not saying the snail only.
I know. No, I know. And literally, like in my head, though, I just imagine the city burning and the snail going
Just
like,
slowly going through.
No, I meant like
no, just 10 minutes."
Yeah.
no, I mean, what if the auction?
So
I mean, what if
scary.
it went differently? What if someone bought it who
Yeah.
is using it and to like make other because I think the whole thing was like with the snail, you could make other things magical. Maybe I don't know, but it could have.
Well, we know the arena that we fought in is
Mhm.
based off there. So there's
Yes.
dark magic there already.
Mark, I'm guessing we would, as characters, be aware what sort of news sources or like relations of communication is it? Is it just like how are these people hearing these rumors, sort of things? What would be normal?
You would guess that there is some sort of like connection between cities that almost like how Eleanor's notebook would work, where people can like communicate via some sort of magical way to pass it to different locations. So that's how news can travel to different places of events like this.
Would
like,
it be?
maybe-
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, like city council and watchlight and stuff like that. I'm
It would
sure.
Probably
Have ways
Watchlight
to
has
do that.
communication that can
Mm.
go.
Yeah.
Potentially
would
some of the
assume.
government would have some sort of communication. There might
Right.
be some smaller like publications that might have like a connection if they're in a certain city. So,
But it'd be more personalized, right? Like it'd be the community to community, or there's no like news channel section where people are like, "Oh, I can buy this book and get
All over.
updates from these news broadcasts or something like that." There's not like
No,
a centralized
but-
news system.
There are probably like postings that can be found around the city
Like
of various
enough, okay.
places.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like word of mouth more than a news system. Okay, just kind of curious. Yeah, Dav just kind of hears that. Thanks.
Yeah, Eleanor
We
just
do
kind of
that.
like
It does look
pats
like
his back.
people are gathering here. Like there's a decent sized group that's starting to form. Looks like there are some faculty here as well.
Are they just kind of like waiting around to hear news, or does it look like they're gathered around
It
something?
looks like it's
Yeah, I was
almost
wondering,
like a prayer gathering type of a situation where they're
Okay.
trying to get together, even though there is
Yeah.
no connection to the gods, but like they're still trying to like be supportive in some way and
Yeah.
how they
But
can.
it's not like somebody's like starting a mob or anything like that.
It doesn't
I was
look like a
gonna kinda
mob. It
read
looks
the
like
room
a
second.
support
Okay.
for
Like
the people.
respectful.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
good.
I'm sure it's
Good.
half like, oh, we should definitely pray, but also like, what did you hear? You know, like,
Oh yeah, there's
Yeah,
definitely people who
yeah.
like want all the gossip about what's going on.
The
So
hot goss. Yeah.
I'm gonna maybe stick around here for a little bit, see if I hear anything more. Yeah.
Makes sense. We can stay
I'm
with
fine.
you for a bit if you want.
No, I'm fine. Go figure out. Actually, is Neil here?
I mean, perception rolls.
Yeah, I would know what he looks like in Winnie.
Winnie
Yeah,
and
which
Euphemia
one?
can roll perception.
Oh yeah. Double disadvantage.
20.
15.
You guys kind of look around. And Euphemia, you do spot him. He is off to the side talking with a couple other faculty members, looks like, and they're having a discussion. So he's out here currently.
I will indicate to Eleonora that he's over there. That's him there talking.
Would I have seen him too, or no? Because I could.
Now that she points it out, yeah, everyone can see him.
I'll just, in that case, I'll be like, I'm gonna go back to my parents before they start getting worried. But you guys can just come back over when you're ready.
Sure.
Tell us how to
Euphemia, I'm not sure how much he would want to talk now, but perhaps we could set an appointment for him tomorrow or something.
That's fine. Do you think we
Unless
should
if he has time now, then it's great, but sorry.
Maybe we'll just do you think we should just go ask him when he's available then, maybe?
We could. It still might be a little rude, but
Or
we don't go here, so
I
think we can get away with it.
if you think so, then we could just ask him.
I'll go up to him if he doesn't look too if he looks like sort of casual, I guess. If he looks like really deeply
if he looks
focused,
really busy, then we won't.
Yeah, then I won't. But
he doesn't look like he's super deeply focused, but he's having a conversation with people. Looks like they're talking somewhat intently, but you could try to interject if you'd want to.
What are they talking about? Can I stand back a little bit and see?
As you look at them, you kind of get the sense that they're discussing how things are going to go with this meeting, how they're going to handle the crowds, what they're going to communicate, that kind of stuff.
Oh.
Okay.
He looks like he may be somewhat in charge of this.
Maybe we should wait then.
Why? I wasn't able to tell him.
I know. She doesn't stop to think about that. I think they're talking about how they're going to organize this.
Oh.
Maybe we should
definitely
wait.
not then. We'll just check in tomorrow.
Okay.
Good call. Oh, that would have been atrocious. Good. I'm glad you noticed that. That's been embarrassing.
Well. She shrugs.
Oh no. I don't know how to take praise.
She's not used to someone being like, good call socially. You did that. I don't know. It's all right. Crisis. I guess that would have been a crisis. I don't know if that was a crisis.
To Eleanor, it would be a crisis.
I know. She's like, oh.
She wouldn't be able to get out of her head all night.
Didn't realize it was that big of a deal. Okay.
Cool.
Do you want to just go back then? Or do you want to stay here?
Do you think we need to leave him some space, or
we can just see?
Guys, I'm right here. I'm.
Oh, hi!
I didn't know you followed us.
Did they go off to do that? Or
yeah, I walked. We
Yeah,
started
we
walking up to Neil,
walked.
so I didn't know if you walked up or not.
I probably would be walking up about that point when you guys are saying.
Sure. We'll stay with you for a bit, Avril.
Yeah, that's fine. I am okay, by the way. I mean, I don't know how stuck here we are, but I'm back up with my Kendra. I haven't met this one, so it's different.
Hard. So we'll stick around.
Okay. So you three are staying here. When are you going back to your parents' home? Okay.
Yeah, just to make sure they aren't freaking out.
So you head back there quick. Your parents are there, and they are happy to see you. And they're like, "Did you hear what happened in Northport? I think there's a meeting down in the courtyard. I think it would be good for us to go there."
Oh, okay.
Would you like to come,
I think
or...
my friends are still there. Yeah, my friends are still there. I just wanted to check on you guys to make sure everything was okay.
Oh yeah,
so,
we were waiting
let's
to make sure that you came back safely before we would head down there. But now they're here, we can all go down there.
Okay, so yeah, I'll go with them.
Okay. So you're back down there with everybody again.
Yeah.
As probably about 20 minutes go by, as more people just slowly make it way out, different faculty. Eventually, Winnie comes with her parents. And then Neil eventually kind of stands up on a bench and just, thank you everyone for joining us. We're going to take a moment just to offer up our support. I know things have been trying and hard recently, and it's uncertain even if the gods can hear us at this point. But we want to offer up some prayers for the people of Northport, as there have been reports of an attack there. Quite an awful attack. Somehow it sounds like potentially some fiends of some nature have made it into the city and began to attack the city. So we're going to take some time to gather, and we do have some candles that you can gather around and offer up some prayers in your groups, and we can take this time this evening. There's not much news that has come to us, but this is what we've heard so far. So people begin to break off into groups, and you watch as some people look like they're starting to pray.
I guess I'll go over back to you guys. I guess are my parents like sticking with me, or if I'm like I point to my friends like, oh, I'm just gonna like, are they sticking by me, or is it pretty much that are they talking to other faculty and stuff since they're
if you try to like get off and go away from them, they will be like, okay, and they'll keep an eye on you, but they'll go and talk to some other faculty. It looks like.
Okay. I'll go find you guys, I guess, and I don't know. Just gonna see what we're doing. Like, did you guys find Neil? Obviously he was never there.
No.
Did you guys talk to him or no?
No, he's running this whole thing.
Yeah.
He's busy.
Okay.
But if you guys want to do anything, you can. Otherwise, you can just kind of wait. Just people, like, some people offer up some prayers as a group, but I don't know if there's anything specific you guys want to do during this time.
I would probably like. At least you could light a candle or something.
Yeah, they had candles that they had around, so
Yeah.
people can.
I'll light a
light those.
candle and like kind of show outward support.
Yeah, there's some people who like start playing some music of just like trying to be inspiring and like just to. It's one of those like candlelight vigil almost type things.
Sure.
People eventually like start leaving here and there, heading off to wherever they want to go, but it's up to you guys how long you want to stay.
I think
like-
good.
Oh, I feel like I would light a candle too, especially if Eleanor is doing it, and then
I would copy too. I'd be like, all right, I'll look.
Word copy, Eleanor.
And then I would kind of just let my awareness like drift out over everyone and just kind of watch everyone and see what's going on and how people are acting and all. I'm just gonna kind of scan and
there's
stand there.
a lot of people who look very sad. Some people who are crying. It looks like people are like hugging and sort of looks a lot of comforting going on. A lot of people trying to be supportive and expressing their concerns and encouraging those people.
Okay.
If possible, not like I would do this silently. I wouldn't say anything, but I would be maybe like trying to, I guess, pray to every god we've had any contact with, whether it's like death or like, to dominate potentially was like you judging. Like I would just be trying to be like, I don't know, doing a weird like prayer to like different people, being like, can you hear us? We're here. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. There's even some people that I think Euphemia might notice that are like scoffing at the people who are praying even out there. It's like they see them praying, they're just like, psh. It's like,
well, I suppose, yeah, okay.
But
that is actually a good point. During this whole thing, I think I don't want to look like I'm like outwardly doing anything, and I would even say I'm praying because I don't think I would ever pray to death. But I want to see if I can like, and I might do it again later tonight. But like, I want to see if I can like center in on like the connection I have with him through magic and see if I can like ping him at all almost.
Hey.
Kind of like, yeah, just be like.
So you and Winnie both like try to reach out to somebody, Death, whoever, but you don't get any sense of any connection.
I can't even like sense my own magic type of thing. It just feels like
you have
my
magic.
I would assume.
You have magic.
Yeah.
But you don't sense any like being to communicate with you out there. So.
Okay.
think Dav definitely would have like probably reached over to light his candle from Eleonora's. But there's no praying. There's no. He's just kind of standing there, and what happens is he starts disassociating, looking at the flame, and it starts reminding him of Kendra's hair and the memories that they had, and he just kind of gets lost in thinking about her. Oh, so one thing though, he would have brought out Micum as like a comfort. So while he's disassociating, all of a sudden Micum will take off and just kind of like flying in circles, like above about 100 feet up.
Okay.
Around.
So this goes on probably like an hour and a half. There's still a few people who are there as some like start breaking off and leaving at that hour and a half mark, especially. It's kind of dwindling. But I don't know how long you guys plan on staying. But
Probably as long as it seems like Dav is, but if it gets like where everyone's starting to leave, I think if he seems like he's out of it, she'd kind of like
We
just
kinda
touch his
usher
shoulder
him
and be
back.
like,
Yeah.
"Hey, you want to go back down?"
Does it seem like everyone else has kind of abandoned this, or like just still a lot of people there?
there's still a few. It's definitely decreased in size. It's gone probably down to like 25% of the people at this point that were there before.
He kind of looks down and like realizes like the wax is over his hands, and like it's probably like even like burned himself at some point, didn't notice. You're like, whatever. Oh, yeah, sure, I guess. Not gonna do anything here.
All right. I kind of like help him put away his candle. Like,
Sorry.
kind of like put an arm around him and like try to like guide him back because I feel like it's pretty obvious he's like beep.
Yep.
Gonna bring Micah back down. Yeah.
Upon you guys kind of leaving, one of your parents start to follow you back, and it's just awful what's going on there. It's very sad.
Question, I guess, like, is just like knowing, I guess, history and stuff. Like, obviously, Northport had the big rift, and like monsters came out of it. I know it had like a seedy, not very great area, but like, is it? Never mind. Okay, I guess I'm now just thinking like, is it a possibility, or should I be worried it's going to happen here too if they just suddenly came out and started attacking? Like, or is Northport typically like worse things or more weird things happen there? I guess I don't know if that even is a question I can. First, like, okay. I didn't know if it was like history wise. It was like, oh yeah, weird things happen in Northport all the time, and
this
like,
should not have happened in Northport, according to what you would have probably heard.
yes.
So
Okay.
I do remember hearing more dangerous things happened up in Northport versus
Yes.
around here, but yeah.
the further you get from Heaven's Reach, the more potential dangers there
Right.
will be. But
Yeah.
Northport is a
Has
bigger
nothing
city,
to do with
though,
something like
so-
this. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like more stuff
Okay.
tends to happen. Yeah.
Yeah, this is definitely a very freak thing that's happened. So
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna look like, I don't know, look above me for any flying things, or kind of be like a little paranoid on the walk home because I'm like,
Hey,
Raylan.
you don't think those guys did it, do you?
But guys,
What? Who?
are you talking low? Because my parents are here, by the way. I don't know if you're.
No, the cultists. Think they did it?
Oh no.
Oh my goodness! I don't think they did not seem skilled at all.
Right.
What-
But like,
What-
everyone can
what if
kind of get
they-
lucky, right?
you
What
guys
if they
associate
tried
with
again?
cultists?
We ran into some.
That's a
just not-
complicated
No,
question.
we stopped them actually, but
Yeah.
well, just like look, I guess like from what we know about like religion or history, is it possible for people to like stumble on like? Has that? I don't know. I
Roll
didn't know if I
religion.
knew anything about
Well,
like.
Roll religion.
Yeah, please.
yeah. Also, we had looked at the symbol. did it look like they were? Don't remember what they were specifically trying to summon or what they were trying
We're
to
trying
do.
to
Roll
bring
religion.
a
Oh.
I only got a
demon
4,
guy
so
or
I
something.
didn't.
Can
Whoa, I rolled really good. 19.
Oh,
I rolled a
yeah.
nat 20 and an 18.
Nice.
whoa.
Hey.
So, I mean, it's a little hard to
Pretty
tell
funny.
what exactly they were doing because, like, they definitely did not look like they were super capable. The cult.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But there are definite stories of demon summonings and devil summonings that can happen.
Oh, I didn't
So-
think about that. That's great.
They had a whole month to practice.
We didn't stop them.
Like, okay, wait, I'm not gonna say it. Obviously, these are my parents.
That's
And
crazy.
for my parents, right, I'm not gonna say anything, but I feel like internally it's like we felt really guilty about that, but maybe it was way better than we felt
I
bad
mean,
about.
it's
Wow.
a solid theory. And Mark, so the circle though, we didn't know what it did with the book. Were we able to match up with that?
I mean,
Because remember
I
we
know-
said
It
We know
if they did
sounded
one
like they
thing
were trying to
wrong.
summon. It sounded like they were trying
They
to
were
summon.
trying to
something.
summon
So,
something fiendish, yeah, I thought. Because
Oh.
You got a dirty
of
20 with
speaking all that
Okay.
Bloody
yucky.
religion roll. Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll intelligence though, for those who are thinking upon this.
Okay.
So-
Roll intelligence.
Just
After
straight
religion,
intelligence,
straight
or-
intelligence.
Yeah, it's disadvantage for those who are still exhausted, but intelligence roll.
Okay.
17.
Another natural 20.
Oh man,
Hey.
nice.
And then a 4.
this is the
With
nat
7.
20 killer night.
I know. I'm gonna
Yeah.
use my reroll because I haven't yet.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
why not? Still not good. Like 7.
Who got the highest here?
I think I did
7.
17.
17. Okay. So the only thing that I think would ping for you, Winnie, is if gods aren't supposed to
Oh.
be able to come here, how could they summon something?
Okay.
Like that, just like
So I guess
there's some sort of disconnect between those two things in your mind.
okay. I guess I will like kind of whisper like under my breath, like so again, try my parents can't hear, but like but if gods can't get here, I don't know if demons would be able to either or anything that was like and I mean the
another
monsters in
plane.
the forest have been getting worse, I think, in general, so they might have come from outside the forest, but I don't know. I don't know. Obviously, we could be anything. Who knows?
Yeah.
But
What you've heard, there's no
Hopefully
planar
it was-
travel. There's no connection
If
to
there's,
gods.
we can't.
Yeah.
You couldn't summon them from anywhere if they were not here.
yeah,
already.
And yet, they're here. So, something happened.
unless they were
Should've
like
been What about a mishap
miss-
on what they were doing?
That opened a plane.
I don't know. Or like you said,
Unbroken
something that was
plane
already
travel
here.
break? Yeah, I kind of wonder if it was already here
Yep.
and it was just like a.
Your parents are leading in, like trying to get as much of this as they can, and they're just
Yeah.
like, "This seems very unpleasant. Why don't we go back home and just enjoy a nice meal?" And
It's the real world. Sorry, just yeah, you're right.
Davro.
I know he
No,
like
we're
snapped
just-
out for a second.
We're
I'm like,
talking. We're just talking about a job we did, and trying to
Well,
see what matches.
we'll
up.
leave
You're
this
right.
to the Watchlight
Sorry.
to deal with. I'm sure they are quite capable, and they can handle it.
You're right. You're right. You see Dav really trying to hold back for Whitney's sake.
just give them a look of like it's okay, like it's fine, kind of thing. It ain't worth it.
Yeah.
So yeah, your mom will like take you upstairs where she has some food that was already sort of cooking and begins to serve it up. And I'm just glad all of you are safe here. It's good to be here. So glad you're safe, and you're welcome to stay because I mean the school is well protected and keep you safe here. So
Thank you.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate it. Appreciate
Very
your
nice
hospitality.
offer.
of course.
Never mind.
All right.
I'm gonna wait. I'm waiting. Never mind.
So-
I'm good. I'm waiting.
They give you a meal. Anything you guys want to do that evening?
Yeah, I mean,
Between-
Go ahead.
Mm.
Sorry.
I was just gonna say between the whole memorial and then Dav just not trusting his own mouth. I don't even think he's making small talk with the Halors at the moment. I think
Mhm.
he's just trying to like, for him, it's awkwardly silent because he thinks just his emotional state, any sort of rub, and he could probably blow up on them, and in a like protective way of Winnie, but he's also knowing that right now this is the best thing. It's just to shut up and eat his meal and disassociate. So yeah, he's pretty quiet tonight.
Are we done with dinner, or is it was during dinner? I don't know if there's a whole evening, or
We
if it's just
can
like
jump
anytime.
past whatever. If there's anything you guys want to do, if you guys just want to head to bed too, we can do that. Whatever you feel like doing.
I think I would ask probably like the group, like kind of once my parents are like, I don't know, doing something else or like cleaning up or something,
Yep.
I would kind of sneak away and just ask like, I mean, I know it may seem paranoid, but should we do watches tonight or something? And what if this place is next? I don't know. I don't feel good sleeping, and but if you guys do,
If you want to do watches tonight, you can. I mean, I'm not sure what's going to happen. We just have to be prepared.
I mean,
I
some of us didn't sleep well last night. I
can-
really need to get some sleep.
Sorry about that.
Winifred, I do wonder though if putting off your parents' conversation is. You just think about doing it at some point
Now?
sooner rather than later. I don't know right now. I'm not telling you when to do it.
They're
But
starting to get their hopes up. It sounds
Yes.
like.
well, I guess if we're going to get potentially, well, I don't know. I have a bad feeling. I just have a bad feeling. So, I mean, about tonight. So I guess maybe if there's a possibility of something happening, then I guess I'd rather have it over with.
you need to take what chance you get with
Okay.
people you love when you can get them.
Here.
But
Mhm.
remember that they love you. You can be honest and kind at the same time. And if you need us, let us know. You can do this.
Okay.
You can do this.
I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna forget everything I'm supposed to say immediately, but okay.
Yo, you wrote
I'll try.
notes, dear. Remember?
I look and the handwriting's all like scribbled and bad. Oh, I don't. Okay, hold on. Let me think through
I
my
want to
points
rewrite
here.
the notes. Here.
Yeah, here. Okay. All right. I guess if you guys, even if we don't take watches, I may stay up for a little while and just sort of, you know, just until I feel okay going to bed. I won't do anything, that'll make me tired for tomorrow. But if you guys,
I don't
I may
mind.
wait
I
to
don't
have the
mind
car.
taking a watch.
Okay. I just want to make sure if you guys were tired, I didn't want to keep you up, but
We can, if you would feel better doing it, but I do need some sleep.
I guess I can go first. I want to talk to my parents anyway and have a little bit of privacy, I guess, if possible. But I guess you guys go. I guess are we else going in my room? Is that where we're staying? Or are we staying in
That's
the
what
living
we've
room?
been doing. Yeah, we've been doing it.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, then if you guys go up there, I guess I'll just talk to them when they're up there.
So 3 go upstairs when you stay downstairs.
Yeah, I'll see if my parents are like. I'll kind of like shuffle into the kitchen or wherever they are, and just kind of be like, can I talk to you guys really fast? Do you have a minute?
Of course.
Okay.
They'll like set
And
up
I'll
the
like sit
table
down.
with you. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll like sit down, sweaty. And I'll just be like, I wanted to just, well, first of all, thank you guys for, you know, just being really, welcoming me and my friends and hosting us and all that stuff. I appreciate it. I know that
This is
to
your
you,
home,
I'd only
so-
gone a little bit. Yeah, I know. Yeah. No, don't have to mention I got kicked out. Yeah. I just, to me, in my way of things, I guess I'd been gone for a little while. So yeah, I just wanted to thank you for that. But also, I will things really haven't changed, I guess. Well, they've changed a lot for me and who I am and how I feel about myself. But also my goals and things haven't changed from the other place, meaning that I think that I'll be headed out with my friends to continue on with what we were doing before. Um, I actually have gotten good at fighting and helping protect people and doing things, and I think that I would like to continue that. So I just wanted to let you guys know and just make sure you knew.
You want to continue to pursue monster hunting after you died from it?
Well, yeah, yes. It was in my, like I said, it for me, I guess the last few weeks and all that, I've been training and getting better, and I've been working with a lot of, I've been making my friends, and I've been doing a lot of things to help people, and I want to continue that.
Winifred, no, you can't go. We just lost you. We can't lose you again.
I know this doesn't. I haven't ever had a lot of drive or passion for a lot of things, and I feel like I haven't been very good at a lot of things before. But I feel like I found something I'm good at, and I found people who really accept me and support me, and I really am just hoping that you guys can do the same as I sort of make my own decisions and do things that will, like I said, be for the greater good and help people, I guess. Help my friends.
Roll me a persuasion roll.
Woof, okay. I have some luck points saved, so which I will be using because I'm not very good at persuasion.
Please.
I know.
I'm rooting for her so hard.
Hold on. Let's see.
There's a
That
chat.
requires any.
thing.
No, probably not. Oh,
Who's gonna get it?
that'd be fine.
Kelly, you got it.
It's meant to be.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
thank God. Okay,
Amelia use it?
16 with that.
Okay.
Oh, good.
What I had a yeah, it was a 12, so 16 total. So
That's
I
some
got a 4
perfect
on it.
timing on that.
And I'm
Shut
jealous.
up.
truly,
of
thank you.
this.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Thank you.
So 16.
Yeah, not great, but
Your mom just says, absolutely not. This is not. And your dad just like grabs under her hand.
thanks, Dad. Coming through.
Honey, we should give her maybe a chance to do something that she feels passionate about. She says, how could you say this? No, she died. She cannot go again. She will die. I think this girl is different than our daughter was.
Learned a lot. I know that. Sorry.
Yes, I think she's grown a lot since we last saw her. I think she has more ability to fend for herself. Your mom just looks so upset at your dad and just storms up off the, and just says,
Oh.
no, this is... She just marches off and leaves.
I'll sort of give like a look to my dad. How's my dad look? Does he look like he's like, oh boy, look, I got myself into, or is he just kind of?
Can roll insight.
Yeah, I'll do that, please. 14.
He definitely looks a little saddened by this whole situation.
Yeah.
He just looks at you with that sad look in his eyes.
Mhm.
We can't lose you again. Okay.
Okay, and I'll take his hand, I guess, and just be like, thank you. I know that, again, this is really hard, and I didn't want to ever make anyone sad with my decisions and all that, but I feel like this is the first time I've ever felt like I actually am doing something and something worthwhile, and I don't feel like I'm behind everybody else, So and I mean, you're right. When I died before, I didn't learn nearly as much as I have now. So I'll do my best to come back and check in, and you guys can know I'm safe. But thank you.
Please don't leave us in the dark.
Okay.
I will work on convincing your mother, but I don't think she is going to come around too easily. She took it really hard when she heard that what happened in the woods.
I know. I didn't want to make anyone sad, but I hope that she can at least see that I'm doing better now. I mean, not being dead. I mean, just doing better in terms of like me being, I don't know, happier than I was when you guys last saw me.
I just ask that you don't make us bury our daughter again.
I'll do my best. I promise. I'll send letters. I'll check in. I'll make sure you guys can know that I'm safe at least. So.
Please do. And he'll stand up and like lean in and give you like a kiss on the top of your head.
Okay. I will stand up and just like give him a full on hug back, just because I'm appreciative that at least with one of my parents it went well. So.
And he'll hug you
I'll
back.
hug him and then. Okay.
I'm gonna go talk to your mother.
Okay. And I'll kind of probably just sit at the, like, as if he leaves, I'll probably just sit there for a little bit by myself, just kind of like, just thinking and kind of processing the conversation and being thankful it's over, but also kind of like it went about as well as it could have, I guess. So just kind of processing.
Okay.
What did I miss? Sorry. Is she back?
She's just processing downstairs.
I have
Oh, gotcha.
I'm just sitting by myself downstairs for a minute. And then after a few minutes, I will probably head up to you guys. If it's not like, I don't know. If it's super late, I'll tiptoe in, but if everyone's asleep, but if not, then.
Oh, I'm probably awake.
We're all sitting up awake waiting for you.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
I don't think anybody would sleep in
Eleanor
that
has
situation.
That's
No.
the awkward conversation. Especially, actually, did you guys hear? I don't know. Did you guys hear my mom
Did
like
we hear the
storm
mom?
upstairs or storm?
That's
You
probably
heard that.
good. Like,
At
really
some
open.
point, I'm sure. Yeah.
I guess I'll come in and like, just be like, well, I did it.
Come in.
Dad gives you a big hug.
I'll give him a hug
Job.
back and thanks. My dad is actually more accepting. My mom was not okay with it, but I did it at least, and I think that hopefully, I think she's just scared that I'll get hurt again, die again. Which honestly I'm a little scared of too. But I promised them I'd check in, and my dad seems on board with choice, you know.
Well, you can't control how other people are going to handle your decisions. You just do the best you can to be true to what you know is right.
Yeah. And this feels better than bolting in the night like I wanted to do really badly. So at least this is more honest.
I'm very proud of you, Winifred.
Thanks. Well, I'm really
And now
exhausted.
You have
but
one half of your parents as an ally now. Truly.
Yeah.
Not just bad.
And like I said,
with.
The more that I know this isn't like a good thing necessarily, but I have a feeling that the world, like even this world clearly is getting worse, I guess. Things are happening that are weird. I have a feeling there's not going to be a lot of safe. I know my mom wants me to stay safe, but I don't think I think she'll eventually see that us venturing out isn't, is a good thing.
Yes. I'm sure you will in her over. You're very charming.
I hope.
You'll do it.
Oh, no one's ever said that. Ever. But thank you.
Well, more people should say it.
You definitely have your own charm, for sure.
Okay. Thank you.
It's a good thing.
Mm-hmm. Is it? I feel like that's what people say when you're like.
It's not a backhanded compliment. No.
Okay. Okay. Well, thank you. And honestly, thanks for encouraging me to do this. I really wanted to. It feels better to have it done at least, and that way, if we have to leave in a hurry, then it's done.
I'm really proud of you, Winnie. It's not easy.
Thanks. I am too.
Good.
But I also feel like I'm gonna stay up a lot of the night thinking about this. We'll see. I'll see if I don't have to. But if you guys need to go to bed, I can. We don't need to keep watches. I don't know. Maybe I'm paranoid, but I just feel like that we're safe. But maybe it is. So
At least try and get some sleep. You never know.
okay. I guess yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyone else is feeling like that, but yeah, I might just stay up for a little bit past everybody else just to kind of like
Yeah.
I don't know, just see. But
And I think actually I like when Winnie's probably up and like trying to calm down. If everybody is kind of like going to bed, especially like the dad and stuff, I'd probably go downstairs and like go on the like to like either like a sitting room or like the kitchen table or something. I don't know, but just somewhere, and I'll write more like information that I'm finding out in my notebook and like just again try to like summon some sort of connection or something. I don't even know how I would know how to do that. So she's just kind of like holding a page and just being like, this work? Like, you know, she's just kind of trying a bunch of things.
All right. But yeah. You don't sense anything. Anybody else doing anything? Or bed?
I actually think while Winnie was talking to her parents, and if I wasn't done yet, I would finish it now. I'm gonna write a couple letters.
Okay.
And just stick them in my bag for later.
Sounds good. Anybody else? All right.
Yeah, I mean, I think just before I fall asleep, I just like stare at the picture. Like I'm kind of like laying in bed on my side, or yeah, on my side, so like people aren't really seeing me, but I'm like just like staring at the picture of the thing that Dad made for me.
Yeah, actually, it's a good reminder. I thought about it and say it earlier. Dav, while he's falling asleep, is going through his spell book, and at first he was reading like the different blade singing steps, but almost in the same way that as Eleanor is falling asleep, she's looking at that, he flips back to the first page with Kendra's message, and that's what he'll drift off to.
So everyone else just going to bed, or anything else?
I think just with the notes that I'm writing, I'm also kind of thinking just about like my life back in Swamp's Rest, and maybe even like right when I left home to go there, because that is one of the last times I saw my dad. So just kind of thinking about him. And maybe even the last conversation we had, which was shortly after that.
Eleanor, you go drifting off to sleep holding that picture of Julian. Winnie, thoughts of the conversation with your parents in your head as you lay down to go to bed. Give me memories of the time with your dad. Dav holding that spell book as you all go to find rest and fall asleep. 4 of you awaken to tremendous pain on your backs as you feel the cool breeze of air blowing across you. You feel grass beneath you. You realize you awaken to this pain on your back and you're outside.
Oh,
We're back by the. Are we? If we look around, are we by the
So
place we disappeared
out.
first?
you like are arching your back with pain as there's this tremendous pain on your backs.
Jeez.
Waking up outside somewhere in the night. And you all kind of stop at a moment, like all the pain kind of dissipates. This little tingles, I guess, that feel on your back. You find yourself on the ground. You look around. You are kind of just in the middle of nowhere. There's not really any landmarks that are around you. You don't see anything that looks of note, at least not at first. You can roll perception rolls if you'd like.
Yes, please.
What is going
Are they still at disadvantage?
Yes, you've not completed a long rest, so you're still at level, on level exhaustion.
7.
I'm gonna use my
18.
Okay,
since I have
using
one.
your blasts.
What are we rolling? Sorry.
Perception.
Perception.
I got 25.
Nice.
Wow!
Ooh.
Another lost 20.
Tell me where you are.
15.
All right. What'd you get, Winnie?
17.
17.
Oh no,
Okay.
18. I'm sorry, 18.
So, I think everyone but Eleanor. Eleanor's kind of maybe in a little state of panic at this point, but the other three just kind of like look around in the darkness of the night, trying to get your bearings a little bit. You do not know where you are exactly, but you look in one direction from where you are, and you see it looks like mountains scaling up to the side of you. So, essentially,
What side of us?
I mean, you don't know what direction's north necessarily, so it's one side
Is there a
has
sun
mountains.
in there?
It's
I
nighttime.
mean, like with the stars, like
Okay.
you can kind of tell north,
So it's nighttime.
right?
I mean, at this point, it's a little hard to
Survival?
tell. You can roll survival if you would like to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Would constellations be set in a place like this? It's
Yeah, I mean,
arcane.
this is a manufactured world, so
Yeah,
I guess it
it's
depends on how.
A little
Yeah.
uncertain, but you can roll survival
Yeah.
if you'd like to.
I got an
14.
18.
18.
Hey, good job.
Town Rider. It's the flail snail.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Got us in our sleep.
You get a sense that these mountains are probably to the west of you.
know. Okay. Oh boy.
But yeah, you're in grass, mountains
Okay.
to the west.
Yep, yep.
Otherwise, you have no idea where you are. But yeah, you kind of like all come to. You do look around, and there's just like your bags, like kind of nearby you. You're clutching the things you had that are all just like lying on the grass around you. You woke up to this tremendous pain sense in your bodies.
Is
Oh.
everybody okay?
It hurts.
Where are we?
We
Maybe those are west of us, those mountains, but I don't know.
Are we
yeah, I don't
dreaming?
really recognize this. No, I don't think so.
How would we know?
Slap me.
Are we?
Winnie.
I like feel my back.
Like-
It's a
Yeah,
little
say,
tender
we-
as you touch it.
Eleonora, do you mind? I not this will tell anything, but if you check your book, will it tell us if we're back or not? I don't know if there's.
Mm.
Sure. Do you guys have that pain as
Let me-
well, or
Yes, it's
We all do, right?
pretty bad. Yeah, it feels like someone stabbed me in the back.
Let me just can I just look at one of you and see
I'll
if there's a wound
I'll
or
like,
something?
give you. Yeah, I'll like show you my back so you can like examine it if you want.
So as you kind of like begin to look through like the head hole and the clothes down, you immediately notice a black line near the top of her back. And it looks like it kind of like goes down further into her clothing.
Does this hurt? Just gently, like barely touch it.
A little
Does it
tender.
hurt?
Little tender.
Oh, okay. Do you see something?
There's a there's a line going down your back. Look, Eleanor, it's black.
Oh.
Oh,
Just kind of like arching as it goes down. And as you get a little better look to it, it looks like it keeps going down. It almost forms like a circle on her back.
does it look like almost like a tattoo, or does it look
Or
like
a burn,
wound?
or yeah.
It
or like a burn?
looks similar to a tattoo, like almost like a rough sketch circle tattoo on her back.
Yeah.
Just a circle, no symbols and stuff in it.
Just a circle.
Not that I can see.
Just a circle. Do you have
Wait,
one,
so-
Eleanor?
Yes,
Can,
please look.
can we? I'll look at hers. Too.
I only show you like the back of my neck because I don't want anyone
Right.
else to see.
So
this.
you see at the top part of the back of her neck that same arch that looks like it could be part of a circle.
Dav will take off his shirt. Well, I mean, am I in full armor? I guess not, right?
Probably wouldn't have slept in your armor now.
Yeah. I'll just take off his shirt and like, do I have the same thing? I'll take out his owl and look through his owl to.
Full circle on his back.
What about me? I can I felt
Yeah,
it.
look.
Check.
You look, and she as well has a circle on her back.
Mm. So
I just like yank my bag out of the book, or my book out of the bag, and I like open it to see if there's anything. Like, yeah, did we switch universes? Like,
So, as you open it up and begin looking, there is no like, Eleanor, I haven't heard from you in a while. Everything okay? Yeah. And then another one just, you okay, Eleonora?
So many pings.
I still sense you connected to my magic, but where are you? Why haven't you written me?
What?
Oh, we're back.
oh my gosh! Wait, so it's
Is
been
this better or
4
worse?
days or something?
Let me double check.
I think it was 9/17 that it happened.
From your perspective, about 3 days.
3 days. Okay. So like I look at it and I go, we're back.
4
I think
days.
we're back.
4
We're
days.
back.
Sorry, 4 days.
Yeah, 4.
Yeah.
I miscounted 4 days.
Oh. I could feel. I don't know why. I could feel we were back. I
We're
don't
back.
know why.
Look,
Okay.
look. And I just
Yeah.
like shove the book in your face, like.
We should
Ask
ask to
it-
talk to him like
Ask
now,
him what
right?
day it is.
I feel like he would maybe know what to do. Maybe not, but I feel
Yeah,
like we
I
gotta
mean-
tell somebody who's a higher power.
I'll just like tell them like, okay, keep a lookout, and I just like immediately
Yeah.
like take a pen and I say I'll just write like really hastily, like my calligraphy isn't even calligraphy, it's just like very
Scribble?
hasty
Scratches.
handwriting,
Yeah.
and I will say, went to another reality, markings on our bodies now that we're back. We probably need to talk as soon as possible, and I like sign it, Eleonora.
All right. So as Eleanor's furiously writing, everyone just kind of standing around with that slight tenderness on your backs.
I also want to try and like connect to the earth here and like see if it feels the same or different, like while we're watching out, since
Sure.
we don't really know for sure.
Give me a hand on the earth. Give me a wisdom check, but this would be a disadvantage still. Your exhaustion has not
Okay.
gone away.
12.
Okay. You're not sensing anything weird at this point.
Okay.
So
All right.
I'm gonna send like up about 100 feet or whatever, right at the edge, and then look through his eyes and try and get any sort of bearings around here. See if there's any landmarks of the
Mhm,
city.
That's a good idea.
As you're looking around, you do not see any city.
I will also like as Eleanor, because I think Eleanor has it. I'll like as you're writing or whatever. I may be like, should we try and contact Igin with the stone? He maybe try to contact us.
Yes. Good idea.
We should try, but what if we aren't back? I don't know. What if we're just
Well,
somewhere
Death-
else?
Either way, at least Death will talk to us here, or somebody will talk to it. Like we may have some of our connections. I guess that'd be a good way to check if Igin doesn't, unless he's.
He knew you were missing.
He knew yes, I mean he felt
If
a connection.
you told
still.
us about the book, sorry.
Yeah, I showed it
Okay.
in your face a little bit. So yeah, I'll just hold up the stone with Idgen and be like, it's a good way to check if we are back.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Dev doesn't know what to think. He's just gonna start taking out the tent and just starts putting up a tent.
if Aiken's being attacked, though, he may not be able to, like, if this is happening here too. So we could always ask Heidi as well and see if she, like, if Aiken doesn't answer.
We don't have anything to
phone
hide.
Oh,
anymore.
you're right, we don't. I forgot.
I'll just take the thing, though, and say, Idgen, we're alive. The mishap crack in the tower sent us somewhere we don't even know where we are. Is everything all right there?
You wait a moment. Eleanor, I'm glad you're okay. Thought you died. You can come see me, please do. Things are fine. Ish, I guess.
Oh,
Confused.
not good from Igden.
Confused what happened to you.
Coming from Idgen.
You hear confused what happened to you at the end. Like, that's the last part.
Okay, yeah. Sure.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
we'll
I'll
ask
say
Mom tomorrow
he's...
week.
Huh?
Okay, sorry.
Oh, just
Oh,
I'll
you
say
have
he's...
the answer, yeah.
Yeah, you don't know. He's alive. I mean, we're here. I mean, he responded. He recognized me.
So we're back.
We're back.
So we're back, and the monsters aren't attacking Northport right now, I guess.
Yes.
Well, that we know.
Well, I mean, they are, but not here. Okay.
All right. So, good thing, sort of. We're back. Bad thing. This thing on our backs. What is this?
Some kind of mark of something.
As we looked at it, is it a full circle? Like,
It is.
On
okay,
everyone?
basically, is it like, do we all make a circle, or is it like part of a circle? We all have a circle
Right.
on our back. Like,
Each
what?
one
what's
of you
the-
have a
right?
full circle. Looks like it's just like a hastily drawn circle on your back.
The book with the raven on it. Did it have a circle or was it just a moon?
Mhm.
Winnie would have also seen it. I'm asking Winnie, but
Would I? Oh no, where's my other notebook?
I think it was just a moon and a raven, but or a bird, or
Let's see.
but she drew it. Oh wait, we don't have that book anymore.
I also switched actual notebooks in real life, and so I can't remember.
Yeah.
And I moved, so I can't remember which one I had my note in from that. This one.
Where is that? I don't know.
I'm
where I
pretty
put
sure
that.
it
I'm
was
looking
just
too,
a
I'm sorry.
moon, but I want to rule that out.
I
I thought it was a moon with a raven.
It had a
Yeah, that's what I
bird on
mean.
it,
Yeah,
I thought it definitely had a raven on it, but I just don't remember if it had a circle on it too.
I don't
I don't
think
recall
so,
a circle, but
But, okay.
as you guys are all kind of sitting in that panicking, figuring stuff out, sending messages off, looking around with your owl, we're gonna end there and take our break for the rest of the year.
We still
Great.
didn't get a long rest.
Where
We're
are
ending
we?
it.
Still don't have a long
Yeah.
rest. You have no idea where you are and what is
In a point of
happening.
exhaustion, and we're lost.
Just put
Yep.
the tent together and
Oh
not
my
think
gosh.
about anything.
Right? Oh my gosh.
So we're gonna plan to return on January 7th. That's the date we'll plan on returning at this point. If you guys do want to keep updated about other things that are happening, oops, wrong thing, not recap, Discord. I just saw recap in the chat, so I just wrote the same thing that I saw.
Just copied it.
Join our Discord if you want to find out more about what's going on, news of things happening. But we're planning to be back January 7th, 2024, which is crazy to think about.
Crazy to think about.
Mm-hmm.
So about a month off here. We'll probably still have stuff on Sundays occasionally. We'll see. Maybe we'll do something.
We are having Nancy Drew mystery
Nancy
stream
There you go.
on Sunday. Come join me and Kelly as we play
So-
very
So-
early 2000s video games
This
that are very
is-
cheesy.
Alternate reality.
And it-
Eleonora decides to become Nancy Drew instead.
She's a
And-
detective now.
But
Eleanor
Yeah.
joins the watchlight.
Yes.
we are going to sign off on our recording here real quick, and then we'll raid somebody. But thank you so much to everybody for joining us today, for being so supportive, for the awesome gift. My goodness. Thank you guys for that. So kind of you, completely unexpected. And I will use this to
It's not
perform
often.
evil deeds to the players as a result of what you've done today.
And
So
as a
Perfect.
wife footnote, it is very hard to surprise Mark. Like, so hard. It's only happened like twice, I think, in the whole time I've known him. So everyone did a great job keeping it under wraps.
I think the only thing that like ever tipped me off to anything was that David was like, "Get out of here! I'm doing something." Just like, okay.
Oh, and what's funny, that had nothing to do with
That had
it. That was
nothing to do
just
with
Dee talking about Attic, the thing she drew for you for Attic.
No, there was a
Oh,
different.
so
There was a
funny.
different day than that, but yeah, it's.
Oh, maybe.
But it's okay. Thank you so much, everyone. We love you all so much. We'll stop the recording and then we'll raid somebody. So thanks for watching. Join us live. Come in January. Bye.